Hey, 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 hey! What's up, everybody? Welcome.
Hi.
Welcome to episode 8 of Expedition Dracana. I feel like it's been a long time since we have introduced, like, characters. But I think we should do it, and we can, like, introduce ourselves quickly if we want to, and what characters that you're playing, and your high aspects or something. And
sure.
Let's not get too deep into it, but for anybody who's tuning in late, let's quickly introduce everybody before anybody dies, so that we can feel very mournful when they do die.
Should I start?
Yeah, go for it.
Yes.
I am Keith. You can find me at the socials linked in the chat.
Hi, Keith.
I'm an author.
Hi, Keith.
I'm an author and educator, and I run a stream on this stream on Fridays, Machine God, a Numenera campaign. Wednesday, excuse me. It is Friday at the moment. I am playing Firla of the White Nell Grove. I'm a mystical tundra dryad in search of my home grove. And I am protected by my loyal steed, my loyal pet, the Snowvine, which we once shared a seed pod in our birth together, and it is a carnivorous burrowing vine snake that eats people and decomposes them.
Does that a lot.
Yeah,
a whole lot.
Very often.
that's kind of its thing.
Cool. My name is Eric. I am a composer and producer of music. I am playing Ash Talesian, who is a gifted young brachologist, evocation mage, looking to prove himself. He is living constantly under the shadow of his prodigious family. It's prestigious. Prodigious would be like a large family, right? Prestigious family. He is joined on the expedition by his sister Tay, who is a protective big sister, who is a bit of a socialite, enchantress, who is...
yeah, she has magic.
Yes, she is an enchanter and a talker.
Is it me?
Yeah, Daniel.
I'm playing Uric Milksmith, the like capitalist of the Frostforge, and has he has an amazing companion named Kalima, who is this crazy, awesome, caprine, majestic creature, goat queen.
That stared down a ghost.
Yeah, and stamped at it
as an actual ghost.
Stared down a banshee.
Goat. Yeah, not a queen of goats.
So they're a unique duo for sure.
Pretty wild.
And are on the quest for only to serve others. That's clear, I think.
I never thought Eric was going to be the bad guy of this thing.
Definitely bad guy. Surprise bad guy.
I'm Hannah.
Hi,
Hi, Caribbean Cute.
Hi.
I'm playing Lhanji, the adventurous aristocrat who hates to lose, who assembled this motley crew, and Lhanji is accompanied by her devoted bodyguard, Navius Negricor, a very jaded court fencer.
Awesome.
I'm Taylor. I do arts occasionally and also do stuff with computers. I'm playing a character by the name of Alexi L. Gerard. He is a former soldier who is on the lookout for his family. He is, I guess, accompanied by a guy who is not special at all, pretty down to earth.
Totally cool, chill.
Yeah, just the most trustworthy guy you ever did meet. Timothy Croissant for some.
No relation.
Yeah, no relation to the other guy. And he's just a really, really cool dude, and he just heals people. I mean, what more could you like about?
Oh boy.
A holy man.
I'm Josh. I am the game master. And I am a barista for my paycheck. And I also am the, yeah, we got it here, the founder of the Heroes Guild. I run a tabletop RPG program for kids in Nashville where we teach them heroic morality through role-playing games. Many of the people at this table are a part of that. And Keith and I have also designed the Heroes Guild RPG.
Yes.
Nice.
Which is the game that we're running for these kids, which is awesome. We have hundreds of kids that have played it. Maybe 1,000 hours play tested at this point. Yeah, soon to be a thing.
Yeah, it just had Channel 5 News.
Yes.
And the Heroes Guild.
Yeah. So there was an NPR article that played, and then that got a bunch of attention, and News Channel 5 just showed up and filmed us playing with the kids.
Nice.
It will be running in the Nashville area if you are up at the ungodly hour of 6 a.m. But it will also like run at other times through the day, and then like on the weekend as well, so there will be other times that it will play. And most importantly, they will send us a link to it where it is on their website and on the YouTube, and then we will share that through our social media, so that'll be the easy way for people to see it.
But if you want to listen to the NPR story, the link is also in the chat.
Yeah.
Kapow.
Awesome. Really cool.
Yep. So now that we're through introductions, this story, our party is making a trek to the Expedition Dracana. These characters who have all been introduced are traveling to the North Pole, which no one has ever been before. And there's a dragon flight that happens every 7 years where all these dragons from around the world migrate seemingly to the North Pole, although no one has ever been there to witness it. That is what our party is attempting to do. And there are other expeditions who are also attempting to do this at the same time in a kind of fantastic race sort of style. They're all racing against each other. And our party is currently at the base of a massive cliff face.
Ooh, do we need the map? I think we need the map.
Sure, pull up the map. Map. Here's the map.
Ooh, do we need? Well, let's do the close.
Yeah, zoom in.
Oop, no.
Oh, dead people.
There we go.
Keith.
Wait, that's where we can get our numbers.
Yeah, so you guys are at the base of a cliff, which is known as Mulson's Climb.
Oh, Mulson.
Yeah, Mulson. But you guys are. Yeah.
The Mulson.
Well, you're not all the way up there. You're back. You're before the.
Sorry, we're back at Torben's Cavern.
Yeah, you haven't even been to Torben's Cavern yet.
Oh.
This is right before Torben's Cavern. Why are you moving it all around? It was in the right place. we had already moved it in the right place last session.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
He's just fanatic about maps.
Yeah, and that moving that pond.
Map.
Map-matical.
Look at him go.
They move forward and they move backwards. It's been crazy. But they ended up at this cliff face, and it is like a 300-foot tall cliff. Not far beyond the top of the cliff is Torben's Cavern, which is basically the base camp, the last possible civilization before heading into the North Pole. So you guys are close.
What could go wrong?
And as you're at the base of this 300-foot tall cliff, you are also joined by the Narkinzie expedition, which was led by Lady Narkinzie, who is a contact of Lhanji's. And currently is kind of being led by, is being led by Nicodemus Karnaslav, which is a mysterious and kind of shady alchemist. And of course, Timberbrust is there calling some shots as well. Our party had interacted with them earlier and had lied to them, so they had to
keep up the lie.
Yeah, keep up the lie. Hero and Amelia.
Yeah, the gravestone. If anyone was wondering, Kirby longtime fan in the chat, was asking what the gravestone was on the map, and that was Hero and Amelia, 2 dead companions from our expedition.
Yeah, they died at Northold Gate.
So sad.
Northgate Hole.
Spectacular manners.
Normally getting up Mulson's Climb would not be a crazy endeavor because there is a lift system that is installed here. However, the lifts appear to have been broken, and so there's the lift platform that is sitting at the bottom right now, but there are no ropes connecting it to the top, and it is busted up at the top as well. So you guys know that you're going to have to be sending up somebody to repair this, to then hook it onto the lift, and then be loading like your wagons onto it and loading people onto it and lifting them up this 300-foot tall cliff. So that is kind of the setup of the scenario, and you guys are currently I don't recall really what time of day that it was. You guys had camped and fought the judge, and then camped that night, and then traveled for maybe like a half a day, right? So it's maybe like midday when you guys had got to the cliff face. So you do still have a good bit of daylight in this day if you wanted to try to make it up today.
I think they come out at night mostly, so maybe we should try during the day.
Probably.
But should we wait for the next morning?
I think we had decided who was going up, right?
We did.
Yeah, let's kind of define. Let's pick the characters out. So Firla, I feel like, was climbing up. Kalima.
Kalima's already up.
Dalph, because we need him to repair, right?
Dalph, I think I was staying behind.
What is his repair anyway?
A 3, I think.
Okay, cool. I was gonna say
It's his high stat.
Alexi has a 1.
Okay, yeah. Well, and I think Alexi, you were talking about going up as well, right? Because it's athletics to make the climb.
Knowing that I'm not getting to miss a session, yes, I would like to split that way.
Yeah. There's one more. Who are you going? Or are you controlling Dalph?
Yeah, I'll be Dalph.
Okay, cool. Nice. Kalima, Firla, Alexi. Who are you? Are you going up with Navius?
Ooh, good question, Kirby. We need to figure out who the team captain is for both sides.
Navius, Babs.
I feel like Firla's probably team captain.
Favorite.
Or Navius if he comes along.
I can't
Alexi was a soldier.
remember if, does Babs have any compelling skill?
I don't
handle
think so.
animal endurance and empathy.
Okay, so
Yeah,
endurance would actually apply.
He's a peppy horse jockey.
What's his endurance? What's his stat?
+2.
A +2? Wow, that's not bad.
He's probably small and athletic. I'm picturing him as jockey
Navius
size.
has +3, so I think Navius is going.
Navius, okay.
It makes sense
Gotcha.
that
Are all of
cardio splitting. Yeah.
all of our heavy hitters are going in the up the climb by themselves?
Yeah, I know.
Should we be splitting it that way? Because
I mean, down below you have Yurik.
Yurik.
You have Ash, I think is a pretty heavy hitter.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a lot of
physical
AC. Yeah.
Because we could get.
I mean,
screwed up
the
here
snow,
with mental.
the snow vine.
Snowvine and Yurik can do some.
Okay.
And favorite. You have. I mean, you have more people down below.
Back. Huh? So
Plus, I
Yurik can,
assume
tank
the
wall.
other party
Damage dealers
would.
can do shit done.
Wait.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And also, though, Timberbrust is coming up with you guys. Which would you mind grabbing him? He's going to be kind of on the upper right on those cliffs. He's the guy with the yellow beard, yellow hair. And the big
Timberbrust
axe.
right
Yeah.
here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Of course it is. So Timberbrust is making the climb up.
Should we get a shot for the?
Sure.
there goes the 18.
We certainly need to
So
get a
this-
shot of rolling this
these are
giant
the,
dice in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No one's.
Well, let's
climbing
get this
anything.
shot first of the team.
These are the guys
We
that
can
are
show
going up
everyone.
to
So
drill
we've got these wonderful
a missile into that
miniatures.
asteroid.
Kalima should be team captain.
Are we defining team captains? Is that a thing that we?
I think Kalima's the team mascot.
It seems like Navius would be put in charge. Navius and Timberbrust, I guess.
Yeah.
Firla knows.
Preemptive F for Timberbrust.
Here's our close up of the crew.
Yeah, there they are. We got Kalima, the majestic Caprine milking goat. Alexi, Navius, Timberbrust, Firla, and Dalph, who's going to be making the repairs.
Yeah,
Just since
plus
we're
you
zooming in on Timberbrust, that particular mini is known as Neon Beard.
Neon Beard,
Neon
he
Beard.
is affectionately referred to at our table.
We've had many
sees-
an adventure.
He sees the table often. Yeah, it's a great miniature. So yeah, do you guys feel like you want to be trying to make this climb today at noon? I will say that there is definitely time to do it before it really like gets dark. This is, I don't know, maybe like a
Does someone want to make
5-hour climb or something. Like, probably not even that much, but if you're moving slowly, you're taking your time, whatever. I don't think that you would be pressed to like get up there by nightfall necessarily.
I think we should do it tonight, and then like we can camp
At night?
separately.
Do it at night?
Do it.
Do it right now.
Right now.
Do it right now and then
Do it
camp
now.
separate.
Camp separate. at night.
I think for narratively, that sounds like a great idea. Tactically, terrible. So let's do it now.
Let's do it. Let's do it now.
Okay, cool. So you guys are probably bringing a tent up with you, huh?
Yeah, I
We're
think
gonna
so.
rough it. Never mind. We have a ton.
No, because
Well, I mean, so
he's gonna make us roll for ice damage.
yeah,
don't
if
bring
you
tent.
don't, then you're gonna be like taking
huddle around
endurance
Kalima.
checks.
No, you'll take.
But with 5
You'll
people,
take
you could
7 skulls.
I
could
did
do it.
have the thought that Firla should maybe not go because Firla only has 1 arm.
So maybe the Snowvine should go.
But the
I
Snowvine
don't think we
doesn't
can
necessarily
trust the
have.
Snowvine to help at all.
But it's like a literal snake.
I know,
It's
but
a
it
rope
doesn't.
snake.
It doesn't have the right skills.
Okay, fair.
But it would make sense that it would be able to climb. But
So swap out with another one. We take a dog.
Are there any NPCs you'd like to play during this time?
Yeah.
I would like to see Firla climb up.
okay, you can feel free to
As a
invoke
GM.
my dressed amputation against me.
You could play favorite if you wanted. That's fine. just throw that up.
I feel
You just
like
be
even with only
the
one
whole
arm,
time.
I would imagine that Firla would probably be better at climbing this wall than most of the people with 2 arms.
Yeah, yeah.
also think.
I feel like you can just like
tell
root
us
your
what to
hands
do.
into the rock.
Yeah,
you know.
basically.
You
Okay.
may not be as agile as you would be in your peak, but it will
Yeah.
still be impressive.
I think this was
Yeah.
more a Keith thing than Firla. I think Firla would be like, I'm going up, but
Yeah.
I was second guessing it from a meta standpoint of being like,
No
my
time.
character only has 1 arm.
Nah, you're fine. It's fine.
We basically
Firla would be
did.
like, "This is my cliff. I climb it."
Anna wants to roll this
I'm
Yeah, yeah.
ready.
off the one that the GM has
Or well,
suspiciously
left us
listed.
with-
I'm pretty sure I've gotten a 1 on the gravity level before.
Oh, jeez, that is a
7.
noise.
I would like to re-roll that.
Yeah, Taylor.
Mulligan, please. Oh, 13. That looks real weird. That's a real weird one.
Look how close it was to 20. You were so close.
I know. That was so close.
So anyone want to try to roll better than the 13?
Hey, what's that?
What do you think?
You're not the first person who's
I feel
tried
like 13 is
so unlucky.
decent.
It's so unlucky though. It spells doom,
It was your first roll on the Jimothy prophecy die.
wasn't it?
It was when you rolled your
13.
three.
Oh,
I don't think that we should stick with a 13 if that was the first thing Jimothy rolled.
that's not.
Oh, thank you.
No, I'm not going to re-roll a 15.
Why is that die so
Alright.
oily?
I know.
I don't know, is it?
It
It was,
feels
it was snake oils.
Weird.
Yeah, it's Jimothy's snake oil.
It's literally.
Where's the bird
everywhere.
at?
It's all over the wagons. Where is that?
I got it.
A bird has been placed upon it.
On it.
Well, we'll get it in the shot.
Oh, well.
It's okay. Boom.
Boom. Bird.
Nice re-roll.
Those are
Well
good,
done, crew.
Good re-rolls. Good rolls. Those are delicious.
That was the bird.
Thank you.
All right.
Buttery rolls.
So we've got our group chosen to make the climb.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready to do this?
I think so. I mean, they need to supply up. Do we need to sort of put down what supplies they bring up, or
Well, we were saying that you're gonna bring a tent.
food for the night?
I feel like we would bring rations.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you count that as
Not the big tent, the small tent. The small tent sleeps 5, I think.
And Kalima's not going to be in the tent.
Yeah, she'll be fine
Kalima
outside.
will be posed at the edge of the cliff,
yeah,
with the wind
way down the
ruffling through her.
And if she doesn't like the tent,
Beard.
she'll rip it down and throw it off the cliff, and y'all will be without one anyway.
She'll charge it and just be like,
I don't like this here.
Rear up.
I do
and
think
just
it-
collapse on it.
This sort of this is the first time Kalima and Yurik are separated.
ooh.
Yeah.
Makes Kalima sort of suddenly.
More terrifying.
Yes, yeah. I would be terrified.
I can't wait to see what the group does when the goat doesn't do what they want her to do.
Exactly, way more unpredictable.
I'm more interested to see the unlikely heroics of the B team.
Catching people that are falling off a cliff. I got you.
It's
Oh,
going to
you
be.
got Ash down there. We'll be fine.
We got a ragtag.
Ash
Burn
and
everything.
Yurik. I mean,
I'm
you have two
expecting-
main
I'm
PCs.
expecting a giant golem down there. And then another
Three.
banshee
Shoot,
at
you
the
have
top.
3 PCs down there.
I mean, in terms of people falling off the cliff, definitely we want the
Oh, can we do that?
evocation mage to
Oh,
save our
think that's
true.
Oh.
That's
I figured
true.
they would just be so high up we wouldn't even notice them until like it was too late.
Is that?
I think the
Oh.
screaming would probably tip us up.
All right, so
All right, how do we get started?
So here are the different stages that you guys will have to overcome here. So first you have the crumbling cliff base, which is going to be a DC 3, either athletics or endurance. So you're at the bottom, then you'll roll, and then you'll be at this
Do we
point,
roll for
and
the
you'll
group
to
or
be
roll
at-
individually?
individually? But if somebody wants to go up first,
I will.
they can potentially like set ropes and pitons. Also, from down below, you could potentially create an advantage with like survival by noticing a good path or you know, other whatever.
That was
you
my
don't necessarily just have to be
thinking.
like, I'm climbing, I'm going straight for climbing.
Like thinking of real life climbing, I feel like communication is key.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about trying to do like I like the idea of a survival role where like we study the climb before we attempt it
Mm-hmm.
that
and
would be Firla.
talk out like this is like
Yeah.
I don't actually
Do
have
we
any
create,
real
like,
life
a
bouldering
system
experience,
of
but I assume
Firla does.
yeah.
Well, as y'all are talking about it, Kalima's going.
Oh,
Yes.
She got a 3.
that's the DC, so she makes it. So Kalima just like, you guys are all arguing, and she just like click 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 bounds up. And
She
just,
also goes up some path that doesn't help y'all at all.
Yeah.
Like it's some
bounding.
unruly. Like there's no way a human can do
I think that would have been a success with style would have gotten you that. I think Kalima with meets it, beats it took the most obvious straightforward path.
Well, Firla is studying the path.
Thank
creating
you.
an advantage using survival to notice the best route. Ooh, I got a 2.
It's a DC 3. I'm just using the same DC for creating advantages as well.
Cool.
Someone can help.
There's no good path.
What was your result?
They're all bad.
They're all bad paths.
I got a 2.
Which one's the least bad?
I mean, I guess I could invoke, but I'm just doing that to create a free invoke. So
How does helping work? Give up your turn or something?
Yeah. And you can add if you share a stat.
It just adds plus
add
1,
one.
but I think we ruled that you need to declare that before dice are rolled.
Ah, that's
so,
right. That's right.
Does anyone? You have survival.
I have +2 on survival. Yeah.
I've got plus 3 as Navius.
Navius.
On survival?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So do you
Lend
wanna
me your
roll?
eyes, Alexi.
Sure. I mean, I was literally just gonna try to do the same thing. So
That's
sure.
what I'm doing. And I got a plus 3 plus your teamwork. Surely for love there must be a way.
Wait, there, on that rock formation. I think we can get a good grip there.
Yeah, so just like good climbers.
Kalima's currently peeing in that location.
Perfect.
Perfect. Kalima's melting off some of the ice. It's on that rock. Quickly, before it freezes again.
So we got a 4 to have a game plan.
Advantageous.
Okay.
Clear path.
An advantage.
Then you create an advantage. Game plan?
Game plan.
Or do we just say the best path? Game plan's fine.
Covers more.
It is an aspect with a invoke, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cool. All right, who's going up?
I think Dalph are. I'll go after the goat.
Endurance or athletics?
And a 3, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Yikes. Got a 1.
So you could use a fate point to boost it up.
Oh, jeez. I feel like I'm gonna need those later.
You could also invoke game plan, right?
Right off the bat.
That's what it's for.
That's
That's exactly what it's for.
It's just for this level. Anyway.
Dalph's invoking. He slips a bit. Oh God! Gets up there. It's a little bit.
Yeah, you have your Mulan moment where you're like, I'm falling. No, I'm not.
No,
I'm
I got
climbing
it.
to the top.
Remember the game plan.
Yeah.
Comes up and stands next to Kalima.
I'll make a goat out of you.
Stop goating around, messing around or something.
Moving around.
That's the
She's doing that thing where
in
she's
this world.
looking at you with only one eye because her face is
All
turned
right,
this way.
Timberbrust is
I feel
climbing.
like Dalph feels a lot more comfortable with Kalima just because of the fact that he is
Timberbrust. So
And it's
he
You're a
Snickers
service animal.
for some reason.
he fails
Feels
by
comfortable.
2 because I rolled poorly. But I'm gonna basically just have him
guy.
take 2 shifts of physical stress.
That's what it was. That's why we rolled a 13. He's the 13th one because he's enlisted.
Oh, this is even better. You
So
don't
he
actually
like
count
slips
the 13,
and bashes
you
his
just
knee really hard or
hypothesize.
something, but then manages to make the climb up to there.
He could die.
Nice.
He saw a walrus and lived.
Yeah, right.
Crawling to a place will not take him down.
Timberbrust.
All right, who's next?
All right, I'll go. Which I'm using endurance. That's
Yeah,
plus 3 in that.
endurance or athletics.
And so 3.
Okay, so you got it. Boop.
All right, Firla. Firla's going for it with one arm.
Yes.
Nice.
No
Got a
problem.
6.
Jeez.
All right, so you
Succeed
actually
with style.
succeed with style.
Get a boost.
Mm-hmm.
Can my boost be
Boosty boost.
related to my own confidence?
Sure.
To Firla's own confidence? Of,
Yeah.
You know.
No arm needed.
No. Yeah. No arm needed. I like that.
Well, you do need one arm.
Yeah. Only one arm.
I like the idea that Firla just literally jumped up to the spot everyone else is at. Arm behind the back.
Or just like
It's not a.
I'm
aspect.
seeing like a with the alacrity of a lizard, right? Like there's a lot of like leg going on.
Oh, right.
Like yeah.
Upside down and drop.
There you go. Only one arm
Are you
needed.
also licking
One
your
arm needed.
eyeball
Okay.
like a lizard?
Yes.
Let's see if Navius has this in his old bones.
Oh, a B for boost.
Ooh, we're down to a +1.
You're slipping, old man.
Yeah.
Come on, you old sword prancer.
You can pay for game plan too.
Yeah, I think I'll pay for game plan.
Okay.
He talked this through. He fought the battle in his mind.
All right, so you guys all got up the first step.
That was costly.
The next one.
Yeah.
Great job,
I actually
team.
forgot that, but it's also a DC 3. I also forgot to write a second aspect, but this is, if you can imagine, similar to this piece of Dwarven Forge tile here. It's a single kind of lonely tree that's growing out of this relatively smooth surface. So so a DC 3 to get up to there. And again, you guys can create advantages from where you are, or you can climb up first and create advantages for other people to...
Do you think Firla could climb up first and create an advantage with the tree somehow? Like extend branches or something?
Yeah, do you think I could do that before I climb up there, or would I have to climb up there first?
I think...
Have the branches, like, grow out using nature magics.
Kalima's going.
3. Yeah. The patience of a goat. Yeah.
She's up there just kind of hanging.
Go down, you goat!
Chewing on the
God!
right?
Jeez!
Kalima gets up there, and the people that are at this point, they hear her make a, I don't know what is the sound that a frightened goat makes? It's not the scream, is it?
Maybe she starts stamping.
She's frightened by she's frightened by something.
Yeah, I have never seen a goat become frightened.
Usually they just freeze
It's
up
like
and
a
fall
feeling
over,
that goats
like a
don't
fainting
have.
goat.
They don't know fear. They just
So I feel
know
like stamping is good, like
Yeah.
gearing up to defend.
You guys hear her stamping up there above you.
I know what that means. The goat's about to kill something.
Can I create an advantage to make the roots, like, grow
I'm
out?
gonna keep interrupting you.
Using nature magic? No, that's great.
This is the only time I really get to roleplay.
Yeah, totally. Cool, I got a 5.
Okay, yeah.
Creating an advantage.
So you do.
One arm. Firla reaches one arm up and does the magic gestures, and the roots of the tree start to grow out and get like all gnarled and like sticking out so that they're easier to grab
roots.
hold of. Yeah.
Rusted root.
The invisible hand of fate.
Root holds.
I like root holds. I like that.
Yay!
Rooted but not stuck.
That just succeeded, right? A 5.
Yeah.
Rooted root. As in route. Rooted route.
Rooted route.
Yeah. Or routed root.
All right. Who else is going?
Fruity, tooty, fresh and fruity.
You can also create advantages. Like, don't feel like there's not really like a time element here of like you have to try to get up right away. You can keep creating advantages until you feel comfortable enough to go. But we should try to like kind of move quick through
Dalph's
this.
gonna go after that goat.
Okay.
How you doing, boy? Get back here, old man.
Jeez.
Oof.
Okay, so yeah, that's just a 0.
I
It's a
think
straight
you
0.
invoke something to reroll.
Yeah.
You can invoke the root holds.
I also will allow succeeding and taking damage equal to the number of shifts that you're off by. I think.
Yeah, succeeding at a cost. That's usually reasonable.
3?
He's like a
Shifts is just
tertiary character,
one, right?
though, so it gets much worse.
Yeah, you're
than
three.
that.
You're
yeah.
3 shifts off right now.
Oh yeah, he would be knocked out basically.
Well, he has endurance. Yeah, he has endurance, so he probably has some extra hit points. But
he has. Oh yeah, no, he has 3 hit points.
yeah, he probably has like a 1, a 2.
Oh,
How much endurance does he have?
he has 2 endurance, so should he get?
So he should get one more block. So he
One
should
more
get the 3 block.
Are
That's
we
a 2
counting that for
endurance?
tertiary characters?
Actually, I don't know if we are. I think that's maybe why he didn't have it. Sorry.
None of these other characters have.
yeah.
I figured if he took
You're
any
right.
damage,
Do any
it
of the
was
others
catastrophic
have
for him. Because he's like two steps down.
Okay, I think I'll.
He would probably take a consequence.
Yeah, he'd take a consequence.
Can I do root holds for this?
Mild consequence.
This mother?
Yep.
He gets even more disgruntled. I feel like he's about to slip and fall, and one of the roots sort of like
Grabs him?
continues to grow and grab him like ah.
He reaches to hold on to Kalima and she steps away. She's like, no.
All right, I'm just gonna re-roll.
Good luck.
Oh jeez.
Crack.
Oh no.
Already, that's an
Crack
improvement.
roll, guys.
I think that was my
Crack
first.
roll.
It was a plus.
There's a +2, actually.
Yeah, it was 2 pluses.
All right, so that's a 3.
Nailed it.
Nice.
That's a 3.
A
And
good
it barely gets up. He's
Without any style.
swearing profusely at this point, and just gets up and
What does Dalph see?
What you doing, goat?
What does Dalph see?
when he
So he
finds
gets up
Kalima?
there and he finds that there is a massive nest of some sort of a bird that is up in this tree, and there are eggs in it, but there is a creature there that is getting into the eggs.
Oh, God.
It is a harpy.
Two meals.
That's not good for old Dalph.
That's
Oh,
what
it's not good
the
for old
party
Gil.
below hears.
Oh no, if Dalph dies, Dolph's on repair cost.
That's not good for old Dalph.
Old Dolph doesn't like what old Dolph sees.
Old Dalph doesn't like what old
I
Dalph
like
sees.
that the Harpy hasn't really worried about Kalima so far. It's just like kind of getting.
No, I think she's like backed up to the edge of the nest.
Sort
And
of
Kalima's
stare
like
down.
stomping, yeah, and she's kind of like trying to grab onto this egg, but it's like a really big. It's a giant eagle's egg, right? So it's huge.
I think.
Oh, a giant eagle's egg. Shit. Yeah.
We should probably move on from this area as soon as possible.
Dalph calls down to you better get up here and quick. I don't know what this is, but it's not good for old Dalph.
The stubbornness of goats.
You dang idiots! You went up there without even a plan or thinking.
All right, who's going up next?
Plan of thinking.
Plan or thinking.
Oh.
I like plan of thinking.
Well, whatever
No
works.
thinking and no.
All right, Timberbrust
Whatever's
is going to
funny.
try to create an advantage here.
None of the
And he
overly
does.
eloquent characters are on this. call.
So I'm gonna. He's putting together a new game
Gonna
plan.
talk through this climb.
The time for talking.
So he's created an advantage for you guys.
Nice.
Time for an action.
I did my turn already with the root, so other people have to go
Alexi,
before I go again.
Navius.
Nobles first.
Yeah, the egg related incident. Good call. Yeah, Kitty said it's good thing Yurik didn't come on the climbing trip, considering his involvement in previous egg-related incidents.
Hey, that has yet to be proven. Speculation.
Yurik's like, I
Alleged.
have that egg, everyone. I gotta have that egg.
Alleged.
I'm going
Right,
to try to create an advantage related to handling the harpy. So I was thinking of rolling survival to try to come up with I don't know, like, do harpies go for shiny things? That kind of, like, try to rack my brain for a distraction, an alternative to...
Well, I don't know. I mean, can you guys see what it is from up there?
Yeah, that was kind of what I was thinking too, is that you guys don't necessarily know what it is. I mean, I guess Dalph has gotten up there, but he didn't say what it was.
No, he said this is bad roll.
Very
Dalph
descriptive,
is very
buddy.
concerned about himself and Kalima right now.
At this point, Kalima is pushing on the back of Dolph toward the harpy to like try to get him.
That's not good for old Dolph.
He's like, she's pushing him toward it.
Dolph, what do you see?
Go! It's
not good.
It's just not good for old Dolph. You better get up here. I don't know much about these things, but
It's got like a body of a
It's
human, but it's got wings.
it's got some claws to it that old Dolph doesn't want to feel so much.
Okay, I'll climb
You'd have
up.
to get up there first. Yeah.
Pushing your back.
Idiot scared stiff.
I got +3.
You got it.
Nice.
All right, so Navius gets up there and he sees a harpy.
Harpy! He shouts down!
Shit.
Figured. I figured it was a giant eagle.
I didn't have an initiative yet, but I think this harpy is gonna attack now.
Oh man, that's.
We're throwing a fight into the middle of this.
I was just about to do something anyway. So.
Okay, yeah,
I think-
well,
No, you're good to go.
Do we just have one more
haven't
person in
done
the next
oh yeah, you're right. I should let you go. Sorry.
unofficial initiative?
Okay, so I can't know what it is until I get up there, right?
Well,
Maybe
she
it's
said,
just shouted down.
he said that it was
that counts.
that it was
I
a
could start
harpy.
to try to roll to create an advantage on the harpy then.
Yeah, if you can narratively come up with a way that you're creating an advantage with for the harpy without like being there.
Okay, well,
You consult your inner beastie.
yeah, I was trying to think because like I might have come across them in my travels.
I mean, you have lore.
Yeah,
That would probably be a lore check.
Okay, cool. Not a survival.
Maybe.
hit them in the beak. They
I
hate
can
that.
see survival needing to be there to like incorporate.
Yeah.
Those
I
terrain.
don't really see survival as much. I think you're like, this is beast knowledge.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, survival would be kind of more normal, mundane things, right? Not like weird magical creatures. I think that's getting more into like lore.
Maybe I should just get up there instead then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna get up there.
Okay. Three is what you're looking for.
So
Oh boy.
that puts me at a 1. So I think I'm gonna.
You got a game plan.
Yeah.
Thanks, Timberbrust.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I'll just mark it and then that'll get me there.
Yep.
Cool. Marked.
Cool. All right, so you get up. Now the harpy's gonna attack.
Sweet.
I think it's going for Navius. 'Cause
Yeah.
What does it sound like?
I did it last session, right? I don't know. It was like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's slit this thing's throat.
Going for Navius.
That looks brutal.
That is going to be, I think, a 3. Let me
300.
double check. A 3.
3,000.
Just a 3.
Over 9,000. 3 million decadillion.
I got a +4 to defend.
Okay, so you do defend.
Parry.
Mm-hmm.
Parry thrust.
All right.
Parry.
It's attacking with claws or what?
Now it's everyone's turns again.
Sweet. I'm happy for you, Navius.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's turn is in. Are we doing it? We're doing.
Should we do
it
initiative or
I guess we should do initiative. Yeah,
Okay.
that makes sense.
survival?
Oh, jeez. Dalph is literally backing away from the situation.
This is not.
Okay, did anybody have a 5 or above?
Yes,
Yeah.
I had a 5.
Ooh, for Navius?
What are we?
Dude, Navius taking charge.
initiative
Love
again?
it.
Survival.
Navius is the Spock of this away team.
So 2.
Is Dalph the Kirk?
Alexi's at a 2.
Kirk is not on the away team.
Did anyone have
Right.
a
In a
3?
strange turn of events.
A 3? Anyone? A 1? I guess what did you guys have?
A
Negative
-2.
We're playing not.
We're both. Kalima and Dalph are like
You're like,
continually
"No,
trying
thanks."
to push the other one in front.
No thanks.
Backing up.
No thanks.
Get it, get.
Kalima's got that.
Kill it, you
though,
go.
that, like just like kind of bends whenever you try to get past. Like nah.
You know, this goat seems
Dang, go.
pretty like afraid when her master is not around.
We are
She's
in.
definitely not afraid. She's just making fun of this dwarf right now. Basically, is what she's doing.
We are
I had a
in
2.
a nest on the side of a cliff with a harpy.
I had a 2, Keith.
A 2, okay. Harpy. Who has the higher? I guess between Alexi and the harpy are tied for.
It doesn't matter, and I already went this turn, so
Okay.
I kicked off the round out of initiative.
Well, you could say that it was
Because
its
reasons.
turn on the previous round.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Well, Navius is starting us off, and
Okay.
Firla will be on deck.
Whew.
Provoke it.
I don't have provoke.
What is
Don't let it smelly.
Yeah, maybe I feel like harpies are. It's clearly a scavenger. Even Navius doesn't have to make a lore check to see that it is coming and trying to feed on an empty nest. So, let's say scavengers are weak-willed, and we're just gonna attack it. And once it gets a little bit hurt, it will go away. That's Navius's breakdown. So I'm fighting, and it sucked. That's bad. That's a +2.
I have a 3.
I will invoke Venerable Court Swordmaster.
Okay.
This Navius is kind of thrilled by a fight in narrow quarters. This is the fencer's forte.
Yeah. Okay. So what weapon does Navius have?
Rapier.
Yeah. Do you think that's a weapon 2
I have no.
or a weapon 3? Weapon 3 is like a long sword.
The great sword is 3, right?
So I think
Alexi's sword
The
is
great sword is 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we were saying my pan is a 2,
2.
so I'd say a 3. Makes sense.
Yeah, I think a 3 makes sense. A 3 is like a long sword, right?
Yeah.
And rapiers do the same as a long sword in D&D, right?
They do less
They're just
actually,
more
but
like
I think it's still fine. We'll just go with the weapon 3, and that is actually enough to take it out.
Nice.
So I describe it. How does he do it? Or if you want to, he just scares it away.
No, yeah, let's take a harpy down if we can take a harpy down.
Sure.
That means
We can
no
eat the part
trouble.
that doesn't look like a human.
And we camp here at the second obstacle.
For some reason, humans seem really disgusted by the thought of eating something that looks like them. But we can eat the wings, and we can eat the legs,
Oh my
the
god.
beak.
Oh, that is
Yeah,
gross.
yeah,
Think about eating a harpy.
Well, the classic question of is it cannibalism if you eat like the horse part of a centaur?
Right.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Is that the classic question?
That is the
It's a
It's like passed out.
It's a classic D&D question. Yeah.
That's true.
Don't need a bunch of friends
It's
to
not
get
like this is the first time I've ever
I think it's
heard
been
that
asked by
question.
many a D&D
I see.
table.
Okay,
Alright, so
My
here's
first time at the table, and I'm first time
the
hearing that
harpy took
question.
a swipe at Navius. He seems to move. He dodged towards the cliff face, and it seemed like he was in a pinned position, and then he sweeps beneath and comes around and pins the harpy against the cliff face
Hell yeah.
with a
Nice.
critical thrust. He did not come to play straight
Awesome.
for the heart.
Dalph.
That was good.
that's the sound of the rocks falling after
Yeah.
the scuffle.
Kalima's now pushing him toward the end. Nice. Harpy down.
Harpy down.
All right.
Navius
Are we
has
still
a
going on
few
initiative?
loose hair.
I don't feel like we need
not
to.
necessarily, yeah.
I would like to take the harpy carcass and like fashion like an awesome like
Still,
armor with it to be presented to our fearless leader Lhanji later. It's very tastefully.
So,
done, too.
actually, I'm realizing that. Yeah, because it was like a DC to get to that one, and then okay, so since there's not one to get up to here, so also stuck on this, entangled in this tree, is this part of the lift. So, you guys are gonna have to take it up this next step with you, and this next step is the last one. It is a DC 4 because it's an overhang, right? So it's doing that like inverted type situation. So this part right here, if you want to try to bring it up with you, is going to be adding a DC of 2, and it can be split among like 2 people if they want to like kind of both be supporting it and climbing up together in tandem.
We harness it to Kalima, who we know is going to just charge away.
And you also have aspects on these, like the name of the thing itself is an aspect, and there's also, in the case of this one, there's some old pitons there from like somebody else climbing up before, and there's like a crack in the smooth face, like where there's a crevice going up that you could potentially like jam like fingers and handholds into, right? So you can invoke those, but you got to get this piece up with you.
Okay. I mean, we Firla and
Oh, they're still not up, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Timberbrust need to get up here.
Yeah, we left them behind. They're gone.
I feel like Timberbrust feels like he needs an advantage to get up here, so he would be creating one if not you.
I'm gonna. Firla is gonna create an advantage, but kind of
That's a personal one.
personal. Yeah, I think Firla at this point is feeling like they're falling behind, right? And is not leading this expedition, and is like not like jealous, but is feeling a little bit unworthy. Like the one arm is like holding them back. So Firla is using will to create an advantage by just like holding on for a second and centering themselves and like you can do this, you have this, and like talking themselves up. Harkening back to the conversation around the campfire of being like, you are not just an animal to be eaten, like you are the defender of children.
as I'm like slicing up like
That one's cracked.
Dalph just calls down, Firla, get the hell up here!
Alright, I got a 3.
Okay, so you make it.
Cool.
So you give yourself an advantage.
I smack the side of Dalph like, you don't know what they're going through right now.
And I think this is a morale boost.
Or if anybody up top feels like they can create an advantage, they can create an advantage for people down below.
Actually, I think this is more of a
Throwing a rope over.
That was Dalph's attempt at
Focused
creating an advantage.
Get up here, you.
Get up here, you dummy!
Is he like a salty sailor from
He's-
like the
well,
northeast?
Well,
He is a grizzled tradesman with the manners of a goat. And,
I guess he's just gonna
the
try
two
this.
goats.
the two
Although
goats.
I'm not spending
He's got Kalima
fate
manners.
points on this.
Well, it was great knowing you, Dalph.
Oh my god.
Oh no, Timberbrust is gonna fall.
So
Knowing
Timberbrust is 3 under. He does have the damage to take it, so he's gonna do that.
Yikes.
This is perfect.
Yeah,
don't
so
have to deal with
he's just beaten to heck by the time that he gets up here. He's bloodied.
I like to think that he like did like a really risky leap and then was just like swinging from one arm for a second, twisted out of the socket.
Has he broken an arm yet?
Oh, he doesn't have any consequences yet.
Ship Kalima and Dalph. Kitty ships
Go.
Kalima and Dalph.
Goat life.
Dalima.
Dalima.
Delphima.
I prefer Kalf.
Calf.
Kalf.
Kalima is probably sniffing these eagle eggs right now.
Was one of them busted open? Was the harpy like?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's definitely.
Oh, there was like threads of like raw eagle yolk on the claws.
Y'all see her take a little bite, a little nibble of the eggshell.
The goat's eating the eggs! The goat's eating the eggs! Someone stop the goat!
We're right beside you.
Who's
Try to stop her.
Dalph wants
See how that turns out.
Keith, if you'd like to roll to just get up with everyone else, I'm not opposed to a person rolling twice in a row.
Okay.
Oh
If
yeah,
they're
I think we
behind.
would wait
get up.
Yeah.
or so, or them.
This is endurance, right?
I'm almost finished making
I got a 4.
Okay, you
Yeah.
got it.
Custom armor.
Nice.
Yeah. From the
All right,
About
cool.
time.
Oh,
So now you guys are all here,
It's
and you've got a
very,
DC 4, and then also this
that
+2
makes sense.
or
Alright,
+1 for 2
now
people.
This is a tricky one.
So,
Give it to Timberbrust.
I think I think Firla wants to take it in order to prove themselves.
I think
Kalima's going.
As we discussed.
Good every time.
well, Kalima didn't make it this time.
Yeah, she did.
She's
She's
looking
a
at a 4.
majestic Caprine.
Yeah. Oof.
I was hoping you would spend
I would love to see a goat get up an overhang cliff, like an inverted wall.
It was weird to see too. Y'all
Yeah.
just didn't believe what you saw at the end of it. You were just like,
It was sort of like the Metroid, like jumping off of the wall kind of action to get up this sort of crevasse portion.
I like the
I got
visual
stuck
of-
in that point in Super Metroid
Yup.
and had a save point there and I could not get it. It's so hard.
The timing was
This
weird.
shit
It
is
was
hard.
weird.
You had to
down.
get it like you had to follow the feet.
Yeah.
And jump off when the feet were like right there and it was tricky. Sorry. Sidetrack.
No.
Yeah, so Kalima
Kalima's got
Super
3.
Metroid's up this and gets up to the top.
Dolph is rubbing his eyes after seeing it to make sure he knows what.
God,
Was he
God
believing
damn
what he
goat.
saw?
You guys see her like looking down over the edge of this thing, and she's got some like weeds in her mouth or something, just chewing.
It's eggshell left over that she's.
Yeah.
All right,
What is
Firla
it
is
to
bunkering
carry it?
down under this weird lift thing and is growing. It's made of wood.
Yeah.
Is it
It's growing
endurance?
like roots out of the wood and like making kind of a backpack thing out of it. So it's
Cool.
like tangled themselves in it.
Cool.
And it's-
Yeah.
And this is just creating an advantage, like
Yeah.
setting it up. With nature, got a 2.
I would probably go with the DC from here, which was a 3.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. I mean, does that seem like a difficult thing to do?
It's heavy and it's
Yeah.
It was stuck on.
Yeah, I
that's
think the 3
Okay.
is correct. And the invoke that you'll have
I'm
will
okay with
basically
staying
wipe out the.
Only one arm needed.
Sure.
Just make it your other arm.
So roots have like grown out of this wooden structure and have wrapped around.
Yeah, so she's gonna carry it by herself.
Like yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so it'll be a DC 6 to get up this thing for Firla.
But that was creating an advantage, so then I would have an advantage from that.
Yeah, you burned one
too.
to get another one that applies to the current situation.
Sweet.
Does anyone know
Root
what they
harness?
want to do? Because I also had another idea.
Well,
I think Timberbrust is trying to like find a good route.
I was thinking of attaching some ropes to the backpack to help.
He does.
Like,
He always rolls well when he's trying to find a good route here.
Until he needs to get his big old Timberbrust body up the actual cliff.
Yeah.
old
Survival.
Titans, we could
He does make
possibly
it.
fashion
So
a kind
game
of,
plan.
Another game plan?
Yeah.
Sweet.
So
in order to help with that, yeah. I mean, we could do.
Well, if we could get some people to the top. to
That's
send-
what I think.
Oh,
I
is
think,
that what you just said?
yeah,
Okay.
I think we put people up top, and possibly use either the pitons or some other things to create a kind of pulley system, so we don't have to actually haul this lift.
Pitons?
I think somebody.
Pitons?
Piton.
Piton?
I think somebody still has to be the one who rolls.
I don't actually know for sure the pronunciation.
I-
How do you pronounce it, chat?
Piton.
Piton or Python?
I've been.
Pitton. It's Pitton.
Or pit?
I think that.
Does anyone have handle animal?
Or pit? It. Oh.
Does Navius have handle animal?
No.
Babs Califrey does, but he is not here.
Firla has one handle animal, but
I feel like Dalph would maybe volunteer to try and get up
Right.
to like start like setting up some sort of like system riggy system.
Well, I was gonna say y'all can. Maybe this is metagame. You could try to convince Kalima to knock something off the edge or throw ropes down. I don't know what else is going on here. I'll step out for a minute.
Dolph sees his time to shine.
That's totally
reasonable. He's
I
gonna
would
try
love it.
and
Somebody wanted to do
he's
that.
gonna try and get up there and start rigging together some sort of like, pulley system up top to like connect down. All right, come on, Dolph. Okay. He got a 3.
Game plan.
There's a free game plan out there.
I feel like Dalph is the most valuable asset in the squad. So
He needs to
do
get-
not
he
feel
needs to
bad.
get to the top.
Specialist.
Also, it's worth noting that Timberbrust has the like mechanical components to do the mechanical lift. I forgot to mention that or to like remind everyone of it, but
required person to make it.
well, you probably want those things. Otherwise, you guys are going to have to be like kind of manually cranking them up.
At this point, but he has stuff on him. Would Dolph?
Timberbrust does.
Would we just get those things from him, or is he sort of keeping those secret? Do we know that he has the? Like,
I think
things
he's
necessary?
keeping them. They're kind of insurance for him, right?
Alright,
For the
that's how I
Narkinzie
would
expedition.
Right.
And I forgot to mention earlier, and Hannah had come up with this on her own, that the Narkinzie expedition are like friends to like inventors, right? So they have a couple of these like mechanical lifts.
I see.
But he's insisting that he has to carry them up, and that you guys need to help him get up.
it's proprietary.
So that you
He
guys
doesn't want
can
anybody
use
to see it.
Yes.
Probably.
Stupid.
It's part of
Not
the
good for old Dolph.
part of the deal, man.
All right.
You guys got to help him get up so you can use those
absolutely.
things.
Dolph gets up. He starts finding some ropes. He's gathering some wood. He's like kind of doing his thing. He's finally like doing something he's comfortable with, which is rigging together some sort of making something work out of nothing.
Get it, Dolph.
He turns to Kalima.
Dolph.
Would I need to roll like repair or something to sort of like rig up something for this
Yeah.
to make a I guess
I would allow you to do a repair
make
to
an
create an advantage. Yeah.
All right. Come on, Dalph. All right, that's a 3.
4 is really what you're looking for here, unfortunately.
All right, I'm gonna spend this for a grizzled tradesman.
Okay, yeah.
He's been in worse before and built in worse conditions before.
So yeah, one of these is like functional, right? But in order to operate the lift, there's one on either side. So he
Right.
could like use one of them to send the line down or
he
something.
sees that this works. He sends a line down.
Rope and
sort of
pulley?
rigs it up. Rope and pulley. Yeah. And sends the line down. kind of glaring at Kalima the whole time.
More like rope and bully.
Rope bowling.
Rope and pulling.
Yeah.
Just like
Great.
sitting there.
All right, so you guys got that advantage on this one as well.
So,
Timberbrust is holding these parts for life insurance. Little does he know he's about to be killed specifically for those parts.
Yeah, he doesn't know this party as well as the viewers do.
You see,
Hey, look at guys!
you see that Kalima is looking at this rope, and it looks really tasty to her.
No, Kalima.
Oh no!
go! Get away from that rope, go!
Don't even look at it.
She's just staring right at it.
Look at all
That egg was really terrible tasting.
Look at all the tantalizing sagebrush up here. Is what you should be looking at.
But I like to think that Kalima's like little like goat beard is dripping with like egg yolk.
Oh my
Giant
lord.
goat beard.
Sorry guys, it's my MO. I gotta go there.
Small bits of giant eagle embryo.
So
Yes.
we've got a rope coming down.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the rope is
For
down
now.
now. And Dalph sort of leans over the edge. It's like, well, come on up, guys, let's go.
And Firla has a couple invokes that she can use for herself, so she's they are probably okay.
I would like to roll to attach a harness to the wooden backpack. In order to, one, create an advantage, and two, I'm also like saying I'm going to share the burden of climbing up with it.
Okay, yeah, you guys are trying to split.
Yeah, what do I roll for that? Survival or...
I would allow survival, yeah.
Okay.
This operation, y'all.
Times
I
some
love
risk.
it.
How did those two guys get in there? What?
Alright, so I got a 0.
Yeah, you don't create an advantage.
I tried.
It's too strange to try to hook anything onto it. Or
This rope is made of shit!
Advantage.
Actual shit!
You're made of shit!
Who tried to make a rope out of goat shit?
I will try to
Timothy in the bottom.
study the path and add a game plan, particularly hoping to help Firla get maximum use of the pulley rope with this extra burden. So Navius is triangulating.
I think we should shorten it to like
It's plus
pulley rope to
4.
like
That's what you're looking for.
Pope.
Game plan?
Maybe
Yeah.
Popey.
roll.
Alright, we have 2 full aspects now. Do you think we could... Firla's gonna try this
I
climb
think
now?
Furla can do it. Should I
definitely
go ahead of you guys though?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
All right. So that I fall and knock
Use our
everyone down.
bodies to cushion your fall.
Yes, Timberbrust.
The dice. The roll. Here, let's get this.
Cotton.
Okay. I got a 3, but this is gonna be a 6, right?
Well, if you, Alexi was sharing the burden with
No,
you,
that didn't succeed.
Well, I was gonna share
you're
the burden, but I was also trying to make it.
I guess. Yeah.
It's okay. I can make this happen.
Yeah.
It's a 6
Okay.
though, right?
Yeah,
This is
yes, it's a 6
4
if
with
you're
the
doing
2.
it by yourself.
So 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
I'd say rope and pulley, maybe? Since
Yeah.
it's specifically for that.
Yeah. 6, 7.
Baller. You did it all by yourself.
Only one arm required.
Mm-hmm.
Firla gets up to the top
We can do it.
with the lift.
One arm.
Nice.
One arm bandit.
Dolph sort of gets to
And then
preparing right away.
immediately walks over to this tree here and puts their hand on it and just goes.
Nice.
You see Kalima start rubbing her face against the rope at this point. Like, just kind of doing that thing.
testing it with the tongue.
All right, Timberbrust is gonna try to go up.
Get up there, Timberbrust.
Yeah, he looks at Alexi and he says, "You're gonna catch me if I fall, right?"
Of course. Don't drop your.
All right.
Nice!
Dang,
There you go,
Timberbrust.
So he actually, I think, did that maybe without any help. Yeah, he had a 5.
Nice.
Damn.
Nice work.
He puts his axe in and just flips up.
Cool.
This is incredible.
Not bad, Blondie, not bad.
Or should I call you Neon Beard?
It's getting dark now, so the beard is starting to like glow.
It's becoming. It sheds light like a torch.
Haven't slept for years.
It's Neon Beard.
My beard keeps me up at night.
Well, Navius.
As long as it charges during the day.
What's the plan?
And in the sun.
Still got a game plan.
After you.
You can also create more advantages if you want to.
I was gonna roll. Can I use endurance this time? Like my justification is if I'm going to create an advantage to help pull somebody up, I'm using my endurance to help hold on to the wall in case they slip.
Okay.
Can I justify using endurance to create the advantage?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, you're like giving a boost or something.
A hand up.
So, well, it's a 3.
Yeah, 4 is what you're looking for.
Okay, cool.
So you might need to spend a fate point.
Well, that was just to create an advantage, right?
Yeah, that's spending a fate point to create a fate point. So
It is.
I'm done.
Kalima is licking the rope at this point.
Alright, I'm gonna give it a go.
Dalph is repairing, but he keeps casting an eye over it.
I'm trying to make this horror story
Sweet.
reality.
I got a 5.
Okay. Dang. Navius gets up.
Cool.
Anybody at the top want to attempt to help? I mean, there is still the game plan there. Or do you feel good with just attempting with the game plan, Alexi? And remember, you can always just take damage if you...
I'm gonna do it if nobody else is planning to do it. So.
Let's do it.
Here.
You're the last one.
Don't need it. 5.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
Success. Everybody
was
made it
cool.
to the top of Mulson's
Dear
climb.
God.
Sweet.
So now Dalph can begin the repairs.
Yeah, he's been working on. He's starting already. What do we need? Oh, we have. I see. We have something here.
Yeah, that's once we get going.
Oh, okay.
After he's made the repairs.
Don't look at that.
Does Dalph need to roll?
Yeah.
All right.
Can I help?
Oh, jeez.
I got a repair.
Yeah,
I'd like to pitch my one in.
yeah, pitch your one in. So that's. He still get a 1 on repair. On that one, +1, which is 2.
A 2.
2 on repair.
Yeah, so I think it's gonna take Dalph like staying up through the night to get this together by morning.
Sure, it will.
And Alexi, if you're aiding, then you're gonna kind of have to stay up too. Not necessarily like all night. It's not gonna be like crazy, like I'm like ravaged of sleep, but like you're gonna be up late working.
It's taking a long time because like I'm like the old dad trying to like give advice on how to fix the car engine. Like no, you gotta take those out.
Every time it happens,
Turn them around the counterclockwise. No, the other counterclockwise.
And it's like just telling random stories. Back when I built a rope and pulley system.
These are nothing like the trebuchets we made back in Gondola Street.
Use the crescent wrench. It's called an adjustable wrench.
No, we call it a variable wrench, and you won't like it.
Kalima's. It's taking so long because Kalima is just being a little shit the whole time and just sort of like kicking
She's
the tools.
chewing on ropes.
Kicking the tools
She's
around.
always chewing on the ropes.
I think
She's got a thing for rope.
Whenever he's trying to like move wrenches around, she's like nudging his hand.
He's constantly trying to push Kalima. Get out of here!
It's like a cat.
Alexi, shut up! Kalima, get out of here!
I imagine that Kalima really likes like head scratches or something like that. So she's like doing that like lean into him thing.
But if you do it
Not
once,
letting him work.
If you do it once, she wants like 4 hours.
Exactly,
Yeah.
She's never satisfied, and she's constantly like rubbing her head on like rocks and
Dalph
whatever else.
hates
Because that's a classic.
He hates
like,
all of it so much.
goat thing to be like rubbing
He's
their
so
head on
upset.
things.
He's so upset. Oh, it's just why it's taking him forever.
Okay, cool. So nothing particularly eventful happens down below, but if people want to like roleplay or do things down below, they can. And Firla, if you would like to like do some whatever survival or like this is like now like the day or the nighttime.
Day for these folks, night for these folks.
Actually, I feel like you guys made your climb, so you can't do anything. But the people down here, if you wanted to do something, you have like a one action to cook or like scavenge or do whatever you want to do. So,
I think the snow vine is gonna scavenge.
okay.
For other people, or
I think this snow vine is gonna scavenge for other people.
yeah, right.
As like in the same way that like a cat will like.
Yeah.
Like an outdoor cat will like mutilate like a rodent and then just like splay its guts out on the front porch.
It won't be a pretty kill, but
Like
it
that
will
giant
be
rat out in the yard right now.
I think Ash will.
rat is
Ash will
huge.
attempt to go with.
I thought it was a squirrel.
I know.
And Hannah walked over and was like, "That's not
Just
a
to watch
squirrel.
him.
That's a
Just big old rat.
Damn."
I think Ash will attempt to go along with the snow vine and to sort of like see if he can sort of pick
So
up.
if you'd like to, you can like aid.
I think I'm
right?
gonna aid, as in like if the snow vine kills something, I'm gonna try and go like.
But you, I don't think you have to roll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you just have +1.
But there is going to be something in the environment that's going to be like kind of attacking you guys.
So +1 for survival, is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, I do have it. Okay, Ash goes along to aid
definitely
the snow vine, who he's supremely fascinated with.
4.
Yeah, I think I was doing a 4 the last time, wasn't I? Or was it a
I think it was a 4.
I think it was a 4 too, so I'm going to stick with that.
Yeah, well, it would be a 5 with the +1.
Gotcha. Well, 4 is the
like a
DC.
16.
Okay.
Cool.
So you get 1 success, but you need to make 3 successes if you're scavenging, right?
Oh, right. Ooh, it's a 3
Plus the 1.
with the 1, yeah, because I'm at a 3. -1 is a 2, +1 is a 3.
You could succeed at a cost.
Yeah, I think that's cool. And we're sharing stress, right? It would be
Just 1 shift.
Okay.
Or wait, how many
2.
shifts off were you?
3. In order to succeed, I would do 2 shifts.
2 shifts off. Yeah, then 2. Sorry, Keith, I've just been destroying these dates.
No, it's cool. They're delicious. So tasty.
The days just keep going.
You can
by.
eat the ones at my house, Keith, to make up for it. We lost dates.
Wow. Not
Calendar
good.
And the adventures of the lost dates.
Okay. I think
You can invoke.
Yeah, I don't think it'll help. I'm at a 2.
Well, then it would. It would put you to 4 is what you're looking for.
Yeah. Okay. I think I'm just gonna not succeed. Yeah.
Snow vine gets something. Gets hurt.
Okay,
in the
well, so
process, and then
you
eats it.
can keep trying if you want to.
Yeah. Each time is gonna be like an attack.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, are you? You're still helping, right?
I'm still with you.
Yeah. Then I think I will invoke. Carnivorous snow burrowing vine snake.
Yeah. All right, cool. So you do.
And then that would be 3 successes. Snow vine.
I think as you guys are out here, there's some harpies that catch the eye of you guys and are coming down and to harass you guys. So they have a fight of 3. So either of you guys can choose to defend, I guess. But I
think snow vine.
3 attacks coming your way.
Either or both.
Myth.
Well, I just whiffed on that one, but you still have to roll a defend.
Super negative.
That was one of those like flybys.
You want
really
to?
close. That's just meant
With your
Yeah, I feel like Snowvine, since Snowvine's actually hunting, I'm just like watching. I'll defend the harpies. Okay. I still got 3 for evocate.
You
I'll
succeed.
throw up some.
In fact, you succeed with
throw up a
style.
screen.
Nice.
Okay,
To
cool.
defend, I think you created. Yeah.
Ooh, how about
You
this?
gain a boost.
How about this? Or gain a boost?
Jokes. Always use the winter one.
And you got another attack coming your way. So you can,
You can use it against this. Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
wow, that was the opposite. Not
yikes.
not quite the total opposite, but I got a 6 on this attack against
What do you think your boost would be?
the boost is like, I don't know, maybe Ash is feeling really good about like going out and hunting for the first time. So he's
Pretty good at this.
yeah, yeah. Feeling helpful.
All right, so you got a 6 attack coming your way, Ash.
Shit, mother.
So
Okay.
you do have that boost.
Oh! You could use the boost to reroll it.
I'm gonna use the boost. That is insane.
Man.
Critical failure there.
Yeah. Right after I rolled my critical failure.
How dangerous.
Oof. Well,
Yikes.
you know.
Okay, so
three better, but
I have a 3.
Yeah, I'm at a 6 right now, so I'm at a succeeding with style.
You're to succeed with style?
Mm-hmm.
Shit. What did we get ourselves into? Why did we not save
Death. Death and destruction. Nice knowing you, Snowvine.
Destruction.
you can have somebody else die. You can just pass it off.
You could totally just pass it off.
Dalph could have a heart attack.
No, Dalph can't have a heart attack right now.
That would be the
He's
best.
very busy.
That would
Best
be the
boy.
best.
We need to have that dog die,
Something
y'all.
like that. No, Kalima actually has somehow managed to perform the repairs.
I'll
Repair.
I'm gonna need
still
this
make
later.
Doesn't let you.
We can
Oh,
still
I'm gonna need that later.
Well,
It would be a
How much
if it's a
physical
3,
stress?
it would essentially be like a moderate
rolled a
consequence.
5
Right now,
skulls.
it would be 3. Well,
So I
think they
have
probably
a
have
total
a-
of 3 physical stress.
they have a weapon 2, and I had 3 shifts over you, so I think it's just doing a 3.
A
3 damage, right?
Physical stress?
Yeah, 3 physical stress. Or you could pass that off onto someone else, but that would be either like, 3 physical stress to your sister, which is ultimately like the same thing, or it would be a moderate consequence.
Yeah.
If you were like taking it yourself, it would be a moderate consequence. So then you would look at the chart of like to pass off a moderate consequence for a PC
Right,
is a what for?
Well, I would
NPC.
be able
a
to just
major,
take the
the
stress,
next one.
correct? Because I have 3 physical stress.
Yeah, you
so
can.
without a consequence
Yep.
yet. Okay. I'm gonna take the physical stress.
Yeah.
And just hope that nothing else happens.
And just like, I was feeling really cocky after that first bout, and I got scratched the hell out.
Yeah, and I think there's still one more attack, right? That was the second one.
that's what you get. And going to rush.
What's Snow
I got a
on this
3.
one? Or
I got a 3.
The other damn fool.
I got a 3.
Okay. Well, that doesn't do any damage. I'm not gonna a boost.
Yeah, a boost.
Whatever. So you guys, you succeed. You bring back 6
Cool.
invokes of food.
I don't kill it, but we get away. We get enough time.
for a moment, you think that the Snowvine has just like totally taken off with all the food, all the like animals that have been killed along the way. It
Right.
like pulls them all underground, and then it's just gone, and you're like, what?
I just sort of throw up a little something, like a screen of something, and run back to the
Trudge back to camp, but then yeah, the Snowvine bursts out of the ground in the midst of everyone, and then just like deposits all these torn apart corpses of animals.
It's like this isn't even
The vines just like open up.
Look what we brought.
Sure, it's edible, but is it going to be tasty? No, it's partially digested.
We got some food.
And then opens up its like weird like blossom flower thing, like in a like joyous greeting.
A show of
to you.
peace. God.
Pounding.
The snow vine is so grotesque.
No one's happy about it, but we succeeded in finding some
Yurik is
food.
confused, but has cooked with worse. So
Cool.
Lhanji needs to schmooze Carnislav, I think.
Okay.
I was thinking of making like trying to create an advantage using rapport that would be like in sync, like, or teamwork, like we're on the same page. Playing nice with him being deferential in his areas
Sure.
of expertise.
That seems reasonable. I'm not certain
probably
when it will be invoked, but
yeah, I don't know.
You can keep it in your
Covering
pocket.
all the bases. Yeah.
I have a feeling he's very interested by the snow vine.
I got a +3 report.
Yeah, exactly. Well, because you took off and he was maybe a little disappointed by that, but since the snow vine's there, he's... What did you have?
+3 report.
That seems like that should do it, but let me...
It did it.
Is
it so good?
What'd you say you had again?
I would have maybe
+3.
Chuba
Is-
it.
I don't really know what that's going against. Is it against will?
I assume.
So that actually doesn't do it for Carnislav.
Damn, Carnislav.
He's a willful. He's a willful
Yeah.
guy.
Very willful.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
I don't-
creepy.
I don't
Do not
mind.
like him.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he seems kind of cordial enough, but you also you are deft at you know, the courtly maneuvers, and you can tell that it seems like he doesn't quite.
He's kind of.
He's a little standoffish.
Lhanji's used to playing the long game. So.
But he does show interest in Firla and asks questions
Yeah,
about Firla.
I feel like that's a good way for the conversation. Like, Lhanji's trying to do courtly niceties, and she's like, so tell me more about your...
Yes.
About this plant friend of yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She doesn't get control of the conversation.
Yurik is down there. Yurik, do you want to cook?
Yeah, how difficult is this, you think?
Cook.
What were we doing before? Was it a 3 or a 4? I feel like it's kind of been the same as it has been for the scavenging, and now you guys are higher ups. Yeah,
Right,
so
4.
I think a 4.
The dice are out.
And also, yeah, what are you cooking with? The stuff that the snow vine brought?
I think we
I
need
got
to,
a 4.
We need to capture that.
Yeah, the cooking dice for sure.
So
okay,
that
yeah.
succeeds.
Cook with the gross shit. Make goulash.
And let's see what
This
exactly.
is your rolling range right here.
No, you forgot the
Wait.
enzymes.
Oh. Okay, go ahead.
That have been burnt to
Hey,
hell.
can we?
Well, there was some certain ingredient that you couldn't use anymore. Which one was it?
Endives.
No, the endives.
No,
burnt.
the endives had burned,
No,
but there
it
was
like
one...
it was like lavender or something like that. It was something.
some sort of an herb or something that you were like, we just don't have any more of that.
Was it rosemary? I feel like it was rosemary.
Oh, it was parsley, wasn't it?
Maybe so.
That sounds real.
That does.
Okay, so we're having
Polenta, surprise.
we're having
Yeah.
Polenta
we're having
scramble.
beans and cabbage
Ooh.
and polenta rosemary rosemary polenta on the side.
God, we have so
But
much
then
polenta.
Yeah, totally.
For dessert, we're having these Frost Forge special broiled nuts.
Boiled nuts, delicious.
Broiled nuts. They're we'll say they're some specific nuts.
Man, I
that
feel
I've
like
found around.
beans and cabbage, like those tents are gonna smell awful tonight, you guys.
I feel like Ash and the Snowvine are sort of noticing there's no meat being cooked tonight.
Snowvine isn't too happy
We're sort
about
of
that.
looking at each other
What
like,
about that? What about that meat?
Yeah, Snowvine is like nudging one of the carcasses toward you to be like, why don't you put this in?
Ash is kind of looking at the plate, sort of the cabbage, the harpies and stuff that I did.
Yeah.
No? Okay.
Yeah, were we gonna eat the bird
I
part of
guess
the
we'll
harpy?
save that. We'll save that, I guess.
Do your dice have the bird
disgruntled.
part of the harpy on
Bird
that?
part of harpy.
It's so great.
It's kind of specific, but I guess.
Awesome.
If it says
I actually feel like now is a really great time to take a break. We're basically
Cool.
camped, and then we're gonna do the ascent in the morning when you guys wake up, right? So
Yes.
Y'all brought back 6 food.
yeah, 6 food.
6 food, not being
Also,
used.
maybe during the break we can kind of try to figure out where stuff is.
I had done it. If
Okay,
you
great.
want to rearrange it, that's fine.
No, that's perfect. Awesome.
Is this a thing if I wanted to preemptively create an advantage? Like if I want to be like, I'm gonna make an energy drink, you only get like one invoke of that
Mm-hmm.
for like endurance stuff, not for like anything, but
Yeah.
just literally like if you slip and fall. Otherwise, you're like, well, thank God I had this Red Bull or whatever.
Yeah, I would totally allow Jimothy to do that.
I think
I'd like to do
in
that.
universe it should be called Red Bull too. Jimothy invented a drink called
No.
Red Bull.
Red Gorgon.
Red Gorgon. All right. Can I use academics for that, or would you say I would use resources?
Yeah.
Probably academics.
Okay.
It's just more goat shit.
All right. Well, I got 3.
Every potion is goat shit.
Yeah, I think that's enough.
I mean, Kalima shit will get you over a mountain, that's for sure.
Of homebrew.
Oh, I want to stick around for a break.
Homebrew.
break
for the
Red
pose.
The
Gorgon.
break pose.
Yeah.
It'll give you wings.
It'll
Or
give you
snakes.
wings.
Should we flex for our break pose?
Yeah.
A coordinated flexing maneuver?
Extreme flex.
I could get like a spray bottle and get like our muscles like glistening.
Ooh.
Let's take the time necessary to get that going
my
right now.
Okay, okay. I'll get right on that. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Flex pose.
All right.
What's my strongest mo-
And we're back!
Yo.
Wait, you lived where for 6 months as a child?
Michigan.
Welcome back, everyone.
Battle Creek.
Yes, wait, where was it?
Battle
The
Creek.
traditional
Michigan, that's Wisconsin, right? I'm from Wisconsin, so I'm very used to
Random
doing the same
factoid.
thing.
So wait, does anybody remember those music videos where they would have the pop-ups with like trivia? Like
I could watch that for 6 hours at a time.
Pop-up video?
Yeah,
Yeah,
those were
hell
so
yeah.
good.
Isn't that what that was called?
I don't know. It
Well,
was just great.
The
pop-up video
VH1
on,
pop-up
on
video.
VH1, but then on Fuse.
Wait, it was called
on, like,
Serial.
the alternative
Serial City?
network was that.
Yeah, Kellogg's is in Battle Creek, Michigan.
Oh, okay, gotcha. That's where it's at.
Thank you.
Cereal City.
My dad, also Kitty's dad, also Kirby's dad.
Is he just like everybody's dad?
He's all of my siblings' dads.
I mean, I guess that makes
Gosh, this
sense.
is crazy.
Nah, nah, that doesn't make sense.
I love this.
Yep.
We got our ropes, man.
Oh boy. All right.
Sick.
How can I capture this adequately?
Wait, do you and your friends
Yeah,
and
probably
say
just
that?
pan it as we go
We
along.
in fact do.
What about the
And
same? Do you have the same mom?
We do.
Where are we at, Josh? Recap us.
So, sorry guys, we just this crew of heroes just scaled this 300-foot cliff known as Mulson's Climb.
You're welcome.
When you guys are camping that night, Timberbrust tells you the tale that he had heard about Mulson's Climb. He says that Mulson was one of the men who first climbed it. But word is that when he got to the top, he had too many drinks, and then he went and fell off the cliff. He was led off by them harpies, which is why they call the harpies Mulson's wives. I don't want none business with them harpies, though.
I think our Navius took care of them harpies just fine.
Navius is watching this.
Wait, this is named after the Mulson?
Oh my god.
The tycoon? Okay, I'm done.
Could be. Don't know the man myself.
They say he disappeared years ago under mysterious circumstances. I had no idea that this cliff face was named after the Mulson.
Must be. Yeah, so you guys camp out that night, and you guys
I
camp.
want to say while the sun is setting that the shadow being casted by Kalima against this looks like a walrus.
That's a bad
And it catches.
Or is it
Timberbrust?
Or is it that the sun is casting a shadow across?
Oh, yes.
Down in the valley.
And it's walrus.
The biggest walrus.
Hilarious. Freaks everyone out down below for a moment.
Roll for a will save.
The attack is.
Kalima's stare is magnified.
It's a 10 shift. 10
Got a
skulls.
4 on above.
So, you guys, Dalph and Alexi stayed up most of the night and got this pulley system rigged and
Nice.
ran ropes down. And so in the morning, the people who were down here would then have like fastened them on. And I don't feel like we need to roll for that stuff.
I think Firla got the last light of the setting sun.
I'd like to roll for lore purposes. No, I'm just kidding. I'm done.
So now we need to decide who's going up the lift, and we need one character for each player at the table. And we're also going to roll to see which wagon it is that's going up.
So only 5 people are going to go up the lift then, and then everyone else will need to climb up afterwards, or
No, they will go up in after like that first trip, but the first trip is the one that's going to be the treacherous one.
I see.
Just to be transparent.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Pay no attention to everyone else getting up just fine.
Yeah, they'll get up just fine after this first trip.
Well,
Who's going up?
favorite's going.
On the first one?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Hey, he said one character per player, so that's all I got left.
I'm having a hard time imagining the Snowvine doing this. I think would probably ultimately just catch up at some point by
Yeah.
like going
Right, no,
through the
it's not
mountain.
going on a lift, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like Jimothy would be...
Nope, favorite's already gone.
Favorite's already going.
Favorite's already
Alright.
gone. Nope.
Favorite is going to be on the left? You're choosing favorite?
So far, favorite alone.
By themselves? I don't know about that.
Well, no, it will be...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Who else is out here?
So we have,
Eric's going.
I mean, Ash. Is Ash going of the two?
I feel like...
Yurik is going.
Alright, well, Timothy's going with your
Lhanji.
swap.
Yurik
I think
is
Lhanji.
encouraging Ash to go.
Ash is going.
Okay, Ash is going.
I'd like to swap.
Yeah, Jimothy.
Yeah.
He's
Alright.
feeling a little hurt because
Jimothy.
He's feeling
used
comfortable.
to-
So
Last night,
Babs, favorite, Snowvine.
Yeah, I guess because it's untested. It's an untested as of yet. So Ash is gonna go to make sure that just if something goes wrong, then
Let's make sure we get our companions up this hill.
What if Snowvine
Timothy goes because he's swore up and down.
I'm cool with Snowvine, like, kind of...
climbing
Oh, favorite's
instead
not
of
coming
going
yet?
with it, and maybe almost as like a safety, like it's going behind in order to.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Okay.
I don't know where I put those.
Yeah, we can keep them out,
But
and
we
then
can put those back.
Where's
sure.
what's
I got
his
him here,
face?
actually.
Slavic guy with meat in his name. Is he on here?
Kronislav?
Yeah.
So we get to choose one wagon. Is that what I'm hearing?
Well, I mean,
I thought
I
you
don't know.
were gonna roll it at
I was wanting to do rolling at random.
Oh, okay. Well,
Oh, hey, thanks Mashita for the follow.
Maybe that's because choosing a wagon, I know that you guys would choose the smallest wagon, and that is the least
The least risk.
risky, right?
yeah.
I've got.
I don't know. How do you guys feel about that? Does that seem like railroady or
Do you have a? Do you have a
No,
D?
let's leave it up
Give
to
a
the dice.
D4?
Just
the,
roll it-
the
roll it
skeleton
random.
dice?
All right,
Well,
6.
so yeah, D4. We have 4
6.
wagons, right?
Just count around
I've got them
1,
labeled
2,
here.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Just
You got
start
them
off the
labeled
top.
for a D6?
No, I've got 4.
Yeah, 4 of them. Yeah.
So just go down the list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Alright, here we go.
Double the chances that these do.
Or just do 1 through 4 and discount
Skull
5 and
dice.
6.
Skull dice. 4.
4.
4.
That's the one with all of our food.
Whoa!
Oh,
Is that the big
damn.
wagon?
That's Yurik's wagon.
Yurik's wagon, but it's got
Oh,
all the food in
shit.
it. Okay.
Well, it's got most
lot of the
food.
food.
It's,
It
Okay.
does make sense for that
There
to go
is-
up with you.
so yeah, it is the small
it's
wagon.
got like 3/4 of the food.
And the big barrel I've got here.
I've got a big barrel here.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna
Barrel
leave
of
my
milk?
wagon down here, obviously. I'm taking it first.
Yeah, Yurik insists.
It's small enough, but
I feel like we need to put some more food.
Yeah, we're still like
carry the
testing out the weight
big
of it.
wagons
as well.
first, so.
Don't drop any of it.
Lhanji loves the high stakes.
All right, and
So I think it might
the
have,
snow vine is going to be going up
some of
on the side.
casks in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excellent.
The empty casks, Yurik.
They won't be for long. I'm working on special brew.
It's surely to
You
be
see,
trusted.
it's made from those blackberries I found a couple of weeks back.
R.I.P. Amelia. Or hero. Dad.
To produce a most
Yeah.
illustrious black
Black
color.
veins.
Actually, I think I might have lost those. Sorry,
Alright.
Jimothy.
All right. So the
Did you lose the one from my personal stash?
No.
I'm always ready to test out the ingredients.
so you guys have the like mechanical winches fastened at the top, and
Who said anything about winches?
and I don't know, some sort of a shout or some sort of a pull on the rope, or there's some sort of a signal between the groups that you guys are ready. And
I feel like,
There's the signal.
wait, is Lhanji coming on this?
Lhanji is.
Alright, I feel like Lhanji and Navius would be back
yeah.
and forthing to like
That's my goat. I know my goat. That's the signal.
yeah,
sort of commandeer the whole thing.
shouting. I was saying 300 feet. Oh yeah, that's totally doable. It's a football
Yeah.
field. Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's a good yell, but you can totally hear each other.
yeah. I have a feeling that Lhanji has like a like level of shout that would just like ring like a bell for some reason.
It cuts through.
It cuts
He's
through.
got one of the mom whistle that summoned me as a child from across any playground, including
Yeah.
the Nashville Zoo.
I must go.
The entire zoo. All the animals turned and looked too.
All the harpies come.
They turn, they
All
fly.
the harpies at the
He's
zoo.
going the opposite direction of that list.
All right.
All right, so
are we crossing all this the same?
You
same stuff
are,
here?
but you don't have to roll for it. I think at this point it's just lifting you guys up safely. The snow vine, I guess if the snow vine is taking that path, we'll have to roll. Which maybe seems unfair, but I'm okay with the snow vine like being on the lift, but it would be awkward.
I think it's going behind the lift, but it is climbing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think it would not be comfortable.
Yeah.
being
So
on.
so I think the lift gets up. You know, you guys get up to the first. Oops.
It's an awfully
First step here.
slack in here.
Yeah. Well, now we got to pull the lines up. Thank you, Hannah.
Love it.
Perfect.
Yeah. Kalima just like sort of gumming.
So yeah, Snowvine. Let's have the Snowvine do this first one.
Let's go!
Got it. 4.
Cool.
Boom.
All right.
Scaling up the wall.
I think it gets up another one.
How does it feel riding this thing? Does it feel pretty secure, or are we?
It does feel pretty secure. The wind is kind of swinging it at times back and forth a little bit.
Can I roll to create an advantage
Yeah.
with the wind?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to steady the wind around
Yeah.
us.
Cool.
Pull it into yourself and then.
Alright, that's a 3.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Alright,
That was the DC for this
sweet.
thing
So-
here. So. And we'll use that same rule if you're creating an advantage. It's the same DC as the stuff that you guys are on.
Fully already.
Yeah,
Steady
but
wind, I guess.
Now's not the time to be whistling there.
you guys get to that
Eat
point,
one of those berries.
and then you
listen for the
hear
signal.
right,
I
and the
don't think that was
harpies
the signal.
So impressive.
come swooping back in. So there are some harpies swooping in.
Two?
2 harpies, yeah.
Tarpies, if you will.
Tarpy.
And I will allow people on the like wagon to roll defend rolls, but they're basically attacking for the ropes. They're going for the ropes here.
Those
no.
monsters.
So we're not rolling initiative, or just like...
We should roll initiative,
Okay.
and we should have 2 different initiatives.
Okay.
One for the like people on the lift, and one for the people up top.
Yeesh.
Alright.
But we can just do the like these folks for now.
It's this plus our survival, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh. All right.
Yeah, I don't know about that music coming in.
I got a 2.
2.
-2 for Lhanji.
0.
Look alive, head mysteries.
Blasted bats!
What are you at, Eric?
I got a 3.
3. All right. Should I mark anything for the harpies?
Yeah. I was actually at a -1, so.
Okay. What was Jimothy at? A 0? 0. 0. All right. Snow, are they doing this before, or should we?
I think they're making attacks.
Okay, they got a surprise round.
Yeah, I think so. So I'll do 1 for each. So if somebody wants to defend for each attack,
It's so Final Fantasy.
1 attack.
It's so good.
Someone cast
So
heal on
that
the ropes.
is a
Kiraga. Someone cast Kiraga on the ropes.
2. I have a 2 fight attack on the rope.
What is the defense rolling for?
Fight or athletics.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, I would allow either of those.
I would say the Snowvine could, but I think it's going to be behind.
It is behind right
I'm
now.
going to use evocation to defend. So I can-
Sorry.
No,
That's
that's
Okay, I got a 4.
okay. This is your defend on the other one. What did you?
-1 to defend.
And what did I have? A 2? Yeah, because I was at a -1. Okay, so first of all, let's resolve that. You're at a 3 under right now.
Yeah.
And if you are failing, then it's checking one of these boxes on these ropes, right? So then the rope becomes frayed. Then it's like a DC 2 to repair it. Or if it's frayed, then people here need to make like athletic checks, or like it's like starting to green.
Is Lhanji defending this side right now?
Yeah.
That's what's happening? Okay.
If you want to, we can
y'all.
resolve yours. What did you have for a defense?
4.
A 4. Yeah, that harpy misses. In
Yeah.
fact, you defend with style, so you can create a boost.
I think I'm controlling the wind
Okay,
all
yeah.
around already, so I just like change that slightly and just
Yeah.
like push the thing.
You put
way
it
up,
makes
like,
a swing, but it's
yeah,
like
it just
wildly off
wildly
because you
off.
blow it.
So I will.
And if you want to just give yourself another boost to that. Is this it?
What is
Steady
this? Steady
what?
wind.
Okay, it's steady. Yeah, you could just add another.
Use this, I think. I'll add another to that. But I feel like that we could use that in defense if you wanted.
Mm-hmm.
We have 2 invokes on that. Like I'm kind of controlling the wind around, so it's like them.
It would
they'll be
require her to
flying
like
in.
re-roll rather than boost, right? Because you're at a -3 right now. 3 shifts under.
Which, yeah, I feel like if I was buying a reroll or spending a fate point, I would reroll anyway. So I'll check one of the strong winds.
Steady wind.
Studies.
Yeah, nice.
To reroll. There you go. Oh,
Nice.
that's a +5.
Yes.
Damn.
Heck yeah.
Nice.
Awesome. And I had a 2, so that's actually succeeding with style. So you're gonna get a
Hell yeah.
boost.
Backhand slap.
Hell yeah.
The most elegant of backhand slaps.
Yeah, I don't really. I'm using my
It's that
fight
anime moment where it just
skills.
stops.
What do you want the
Stops
boost to
and,
be?
Every the colors change.
Be gone, foul harpy.
I feel like the harpy's coming in, and you see it, and you sort of like reach down and put a glove on. Sort of like,
To get in there, yeah.
Icy reprimand.
I see.
Yeah.
all along the cliff, snow falls off because of the intensity of the sound of the slap.
I just fended off a whole
More harpy than you.
Yeah, I don't know. You're in
Queen
like
of the
good
Roost.
positioning.
Yes, Queen of the Roost. I love that. You chose the wrong lift to mess with.
Yeah. Harpies do not phase you in the least.
I am a harpy. Come at
Even
me.
Eric was like pretty impressed. Kind of taken aback. Wait,
Hell yeah, that was the best slap I've ever seen.
I love the practice of coming up with the aspects and the boosts in Fate. Like makes you
That
like
is so
declare
fun.
something out into the world that you're like, this is exactly.
You get to add so much flavor. It's
It
like
is.
writing the flavor on a magic card or something.
Yeah, it is very cool. Okay, so they have gone, so now we can go into the initiative.
Okay, so Snowvine and Ash are at 3. I think the Snowvine is just climbing up because at this point people are. Are you cool with me saying that it was burrowed?
Yeah.
Okay, since it is behind, it's climbing. I got a 4.
Cool. So it gets up, and it's currently inside of the cliff face.
It's not
Not visible.
It's
You
moving
guys
through
don't
the
even know that
cracks.
it's
Hell
there.
yeah.
no.
All right, and then Ash is up.
Alright, I'm gonna try and, once, now that this thing is like all unsteady in the wind.
Also, this is also where this like lonely clinging tree is, and where the giant eagle's nest is. So those are also things that can be invoked.
Okay,
Specs.
I'm going to try, I'm just gonna try and burn this one out of the sky. Now that it's
Yeah, blasting
fried
it.
chicken.
now that it's sort of like disoriented in the wind. Okay, I got a 3.
Athletics. I had a 2,
Okay.
so you are hitting.
Alright, I just sent a fireball up right
For
right
one
at its
mark,
wings,
you
yeah.
could probably use the steady wind if you wanted to boost it.
I will boost it with the steady wind.
Okay.
The wind is working in my favor.
Yeah.
It's controlled by me, so I use it to stoke the fire on its way.
And I will say that's worth it because it burns that one out of the sky.
Yes.
The hell out of
Falls down to the
there.
ground.
Does anyone else smell fried chicken?
It's okay if you eat just the chicken part of it.
It's hard to discern human flesh from bird.
Well, sorry, no speaking character of mine is there. It's just the silent, the silent creeping of the Snowvine. Is all that
of
is
Slow
fun.
cracking of stone.
Yes.
Bathing in flames.
Okay, who's next on the initiative?
That is Yurik. And Jimothy's on deck.
Never fear.
Also, by the way, all this music and glorious creaking rope sound that Josh has painstakingly discovered is from the Sirenscape application, which is Creative Commons and an awesome service that we pay for every month, but use the heck out of. So
Yeah, that's
check,
great.
You do a
check
great
them out.
job.
It's great.
I think I'm going to invoke my trouble.
To like get a fate point. Okay. Uric's trouble. your ptosis.
Yeah, his neurotoxic ptosis.
Wait, what is it? What is his trouble?
Neurotoxic ptosis.
What was that new? What is that?
Been there.
Well, yeah, I think after the first session or something, you changed it. Maybe.
Yeah.
Or maybe even before.
Well, it was before.
Yeah.
The trouble used to be don't touch my goat. But
Yeah, I had to switch it because that's my.
That was your
Yeah.
that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, you moved that to your relationship aspect.
This is his like lazy eye sort of situation.
Ah.
So we're up in these
Because he's like a
mountains.
dwarf Forrest Whitaker, right?
Yes, exactly. That is the person I mimicked. I built Uric after. So I'm imagining he's running over to this side to try to aid, and slips or something and falls because he can't see very. We're up in this. I mean, we're in the hills, right?
He's kind of disoriented.
Totally a dwarf on this thing.
Yeah.
Like this is
No
uncomfortable.
steady ground.
And he's also trying to help, right? But it's like windy and there's tons of snow probably flying around in this hill. And so I'm imagining you can kind of choose what you foresee happening. But I was thinking unsteady, like starting to like maybe he moves it enough to swing, or even he kicks the wagon unstably in some way, or
Or if he's plummeting, the snowvine could maybe try and save him.
I mean, Ash could too.
Were you saying that he was falling?
not falling. I was initially just thinking tripping, and it was doing something to the the things that we've got on this. I don't know.
Yeah,
how
yeah.
heavy this thing
Creating
is.
like a negative aspect in the situation.
Yeah, basically we're off center now because it's like
Yeah.
How about you're creating a bad aspect that I can invoke?
Yes.
And I think it's I think you like knock over. There's like a bunch of like food and stuff stacked up here, and like you knock over a bunch of bags of like yams and whatever else, right? So there's like it's like stuff on the
Endives.
Endives.
My
Endives everywhere.
You might.
You get a fate token?
Yeah.
Well earned.
So he's holding on to his face because he's extra stressed.
Endies. Horror.
Also, you
My
have to take
cabbages!
endives out of your
Oh
dice.
shit, what is that from?
Avatar.
Yeah. Roll endives.
Oh, it is. Right.
Cabbages!
Okay.
My endives.
It's like, I've heard that somewhere.
Multiple times.
All right, who's next?
Jimothy and the harpies are on deck.
Jimothy. What's Jimothy gonna do?
So I had a couple ideas.
I cannot wait.
I was actually going to try to be useful, though. Being not useful sounds way more fun. I haven't considered that yet. I was just thinking, like, what would be a surprise? What if he created a smokescreen that just happened to not benefit anybody, but was an aspect?
Everyone's flying!
I was trying to figure out, like, how can I, like, weigh the birds down? How can I, like, fuck up with their feathers so that they would be, like, less, like, able to fly or some sort of advantage. I feel like he's got some chemicals. Would
I think
the
that,
GM let me do that, though?
Yeah. As your
custom oils on the feathers?
Slimy harpies.
I would allow that. I'd allow a
Slippery
like
and
academics.
Okay. I didn't know if you were gonna let me go with academics or resources. Because I was thinking, like, if he ever became the main NPC, like, how is he gonna fight? And I figured he'd be more like an alchemist.
Does he have his stuff here?
Well, he's with the resources one, but I don't know. What do you think? Should I roll resources instead to see if I happen to have anything in my bag, or?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
It might end up. Yeah, let's just do that.
That way, it's not like
I think
let's
that
use his
sounds cool.
strongest stat
Yeah.
he's got.
Does he have something that can apply here?
Cracked.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
he's got a
baby.
5,
Uh-huh.
so he pulls out the perfect, like, I guess, oil that
Yeah.
was like created from the ambergris of like the whale thing from way back. He uncorks it.
Lost the whale ras.
Some people like might recognize the putrid.
Yeah, it
stench.
smells horrible.
Smells terrible.
Oh,
Except he's laced it a little bit with some lavender earlier.
this is actually just chowder.
It's terrible, but it has like this calming aspect to it. And you're just like, what the heck is this? And you're all thinking like he's gonna like provide some sort of protective like balm or whatever, and instead he's just like he's like sniffing. Like, oh, this is terrible! And he just like throws it like off to the side, and just happens to accidentally like bounce it a couple of times on the box, and it just you got the harpy going.
Yeah.
And just like smacks him in the head, and then just.
Cool.
I love the idea that the smell of this thing is what triggered the ptosis from Uric, like the uncorking thing that actually caused Uric to falter and
All right,
stumble.
what's
because
the
it
name of
smells
this
so bad.
aspect that you've created?
Blinded by the light again.
Blinded by science.
Blinded by
whale.
science.
Lavender
Fields.
Walrus blubber.
Walrus fields forever.
Oily feathers, sticky fingers, sticky feathers.
It was a walrus, sir.
Sticky feathers is good.
Man.
I like sticky feathers.
Yeah,
Sticky feathers is a good one, yeah.
Or sticky fingers.
Wet feather.
On the rain-slick precipice of... No. Yeah. Hopefully the sticky feathers will provide ample, I don't know.
Yeah, that's against this one.
Flammable stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's an oil. It's a sticky oil. It's like a tar. It's a
and
black tar. That's it. They're tarred and feathered.
Tarred and feathered. Fix it.
Excuse me.
All right. Well, this tarred and feathered harpy is going for the ropes again here, so somebody can make a defend. It's over there, and I had a 3. And
Lhanji again, fully ready to slap, or
Full slap. Full stop.
Okay, let's see what we can do. I don't like it. That's a 0.
Try again.
We can use the tarred and feathered.
You also
I was gonna use Queen of the Roost.
Ooh.
oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
do it.
But do I?
What number are you at, Josh?
3.
3.
Ooh yeah, good.
We'll need 2 of them to beat it.
Let's say reroll.
Was this a personal aspect or? Cause I was like
For anyone to be able to use.
Yeah, I was making it to pass out, but like you only get like there's only enough for like one person.
You have
For
a,
everybody that's like here, but everybody can tap into it.
you have a 3.
Yes.
I have a 0 to defend.
Okay.
Can more
Did you
people
re-roll?
defend, or?
And you failed again? Well, you do still have the tarred and feathered if you want to tap that.
Tap that.
Tap that aspect.
Do it.
Yeah, I better.
That's oh, you're gonna re-roll. What's your fight?
1. So I'm at a
But
0.
but her result right now is a 0.
So you'd have to get a 2 on the dice to beat the 3. That's not worth.
Yeah.
In my opinion. You're just gonna be blowing it.
Can anyone else defend at this point, or is
No.
I think whoever stepped
one
forward.
whoever said, yeah.
What
It
the
can
heck?
also just
Yeah, I'll
the
just
rope
take
can be
it.
frayed.
But no one can repair.
We didn't choose
Hey.
wisely.
Dolph
we can all attempt to
do
repair.
something.
Yes.
here.
We're just not.
We just don't have
Yeah.
any boosts on it.
Might have to boost up to it, yeah.
Yeah, let's just take it on. Let's just take Fred.
Okay.
It's okay.
Do both ropes have to go?
We're gonna use
forwards
pencil for these
or
ones,
fucked,
'cause-
or-
It's got 3 HP, so.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh, each rope is different. Okay.
Yeah.
Someone cast Hiraga on it.
Dolph sees it. He's immediately going to that rope.
Alright, so
Tries to shoot Kalima.
That was the harpies, right?
yeah,
Both of them went.
that was the harpies.
So
Tries as
Lhanji
best
is
he
up.
can.
Alright.
Hold on though.
He's
Is that the
very
top?
Up and down
No,
with
that's the
his
end
go.
of the initiative.
Okay, you're at the end.
I am going to use mind games to use deceive to make a mental attack on the harpies.
Okay, before you do that, I feel like you guys need to make an athletics check because the ropes are beginning to fray.
Ooh.
Plus,
That's on you guys.
Athletics
Snowvine's
check?
not on it.
Athletics check,
I got a 0.
And don't forget, there's
I
other
got a
guys.
yeah. I'm looking for a 2.
There's
Timothy
guys
got
all
a
over
2,
the place.
baby.
I know.
Timothy.
Jim Jam got a 2.
Jimmy Jim Jam.
I got a 0.
Ash got a 1.
Oh man, you guys.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna spend a fate point.
Yeah.
I hate to lose.
Mm-hmm.
And I already lost once in this exchange.
All right.
So that puts me at a 2.
Ash will. Oh shit. What would that be? Physical stress?
Do we all have to make it? Or is it just one person that has to succeed?
I think it's actually going to be, this is like creating an advantage against you guys where you're starting to fall off of the
Unsteady footing. Like,
yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. And if it's bad enough, then I can just be invoking them a bunch of times to like.
and that's that's also another.
Then dives endangered.
Well, homebrewed red gorgon. That could keep someone.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What did we need to succeed?
But you also have to convince
2.
Jimothy to give it to you.
They already passed it out.
Yeah, you already passed.
Oh,
it out
really?
beforehand.
Oh, gotcha.
Beforehand.
Who?
Of course, he asked for payment.
Who needs to? Who should use that?
I straight failed, so.
Assuming anyone
Well, you got a
survives,
0,
he's
right?
getting payment from them.
Yeah, so
could succeed.
boosting up would make me a success.
Did everyone else fail, though?
Backgrounds,
I
whatever
failed. I
favors.
think everyone failed.
Doesn't matter.
No,
Timothy
Timothy
made it.
succeeded.
Timothy succeeded.
I already
Alright.
spent
No
a fate point to succeed.
Okay. We both failed then.
I would allow the Snowvine to create an advantage. I guess it's not that Snowvine's turn. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
a reaction to this.
I'll take the fail if you want to take the gorgon. The brew.
Alright, I'll take the Gorgon Brew.
Alright.
I pay Jimothy a little bit of my soul.
Oh, you'll need
That's
more
the
than that.
worst. It's the worst feeling to owe Jimothy a part of your soul.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, you already
So,
owe me more than
so
And I'll
Ash
wish that
is the
fate on
only one
anyone.
that has a
Yeah, Ash
disadvantage
failed.
or an
Yeah.
aspect and a negative aspect. Ash failed. He's off the kind of off the back as well too.
Yeah. Oh, that's not the right spelling,
So
but
that's fine.
whatever. Yeah, you're like tripping or something. I'm just
Yeah.
Mr. Fugu.
All right, so probably everybody up top is making
over yourself.
an initiative roll. Is my guess, right?
Yeah,
Everybody
I
up
think-
top should make an initiative.
I think
Well, so yes, because at this same time, the people that are up top, you're like hearing this commotion. Maybe many of you are looking down below, and then you hear noises from behind, and you turn around, and there are figures approaching.
Oh no!
Yours?
Yeah.
No!
Alexi immediately recognizes and locks eyes
No, no.
with Iron Tusk,
No!
Iron Tusk.
Fuck!
his rival.
From the
I say
Guideboard
nothing, but we
expedition.
definitely lock eyes.
Firla
Oh no!
also immediately recognizes and locks eyes with
The wolf!
Leica,
Yes.
Wait,
the dire wolf.
That's not your rival, right?
It's my contact.
Your contact.
But it's Leica was captured by Iron Tooth, so
Your
maybe.
contact is an
Wait,
animal?
is it?
Awesome.
Yeah,
Is it-
it's a giant wolf. It's a dire wolf.
Isn't what's her face up there too?
Lydia.
I'm just imagining
Lydian?
you like writing secret notes.
I don't think she's in that group.
I was kind of just like, well, my character doesn't really have like social connections,
Right,
so
right.
it makes sense to be like,
I just like the idea
my
of
bud.
writing letters. To
Dolph, you got
Oh
this?
yeah, I did have her
I
written
got
in
something
there.
to
She's
take
in
care
there
of.
too.
Oh boy. All right, well I'll pull off a couple of these guys then for sure.
Lydian Kren.
So,
Oh my God, I know what I'm gonna
here
do.
to witness.
No, but
You're gonna push somebody off.
definitely do some hurt. That's for sure.
Are you trying to channel your inner Jimothy?
That was my Joker laugh.
That's kind of who I base Jimothy off of.
Another
A little bit.
rival, Lydian Kren.
Kren. Lydian Kren.
She's there. I need to pull up her.
I have her stuff here. She is a rival evocation mage. She was a student at Depard World with Ash.
Yeah.
She's gifted and knows it.
Yeah.
And
Doomed.
a provincial bully.
Oh man, I had. Well, you guys don't know.
Take the mage first.
Yeah, I have it here too. I need to fill out a couple of her stats.
Okay.
Super fast.
All right, who had up at the top? Have you guys rolled initiative for that?
I have
Yeah,
rolled
and
initiative.
there's a couple more
What'd you get, Hannah?
4 for Navius.
goons with them as well.
2.
And
I have a -1.
standing behind them all in his fancy trimmed doublet
Wait, no, I got 9.
is Felix
8
Brideport.
skulls.
Oh, the bride porn.
What does that do?
Wait, is that your? That's not your.
I have nothing with Brideport.
Who's Brideport?
He's actually a nobody. But
to us.
As far as connection.
as far
he's
as
the leader of
connections,
this group.
yes, he's the money. He's the
other one.
Lhanji
He's the Lhanji
equivalent.
of the group.
That's
Right.
why I made a house
Who's
out
this
of
guy
it.
again?
That's a no. Those
They're
are
just
goons.
nobodies.
There's just a couple goons.
But he looks epic.
Lydia.
a couple of lackeys.
Lydian?
Yeah.
I know his
And
Epic
his
laugh.
tusk.
Epic laugh.
And the
his
wolf.
fur cloak is
Sick. Okay,
yeah.
I have a -1.
okay. And who are you up at top? I'm sorry.
I am Dalph.
I'm glad I got that fake point.
Although I think Dalph's going to probably spring to action on the ropes rather than on the fight.
Who did I not write down yet? Goat. Navius.
Goat.
Who are you?
2.
A 2.
And I'm Alexi.
Klima's gonna take care
Sorry,
of
it's hard to
all
keep track of the
It's
characters.
hard.
I think you should like.
It's hard and long and girthy.
I'm gonna let Klima take care of it. Dolph is not looking to get into his
All right, and then I need some from you, Josh.
Klima's eyes, I
Okay,
feel like
sorry,
they
give me
change
just a
color
second.
at a certain point, and it's just like, okay.
For those tuning in at
Alright,
home,
alright.
Flipped.
this is a wild cast of characters, many of which are on a lift being raised up the cliff wall, which we just switched perspectives from. Now we switch perspectives to those at the top of the cliff, working the
yeah.
crank, where a rival expedition has shown up, and the people on the lift have been attacked by harpies at the same time. There's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot going on.
There's a
So
lot.
sick.
There's a lot
Yes.
going on right now.
Yes, yes, yes.
No big deal. No stakes or anything. There's not
It's not
two
like we have
ropes
NPCs
holding many
everywhere.
lives or anything.
Okay, so we have
Okay,
7.
so where do we start? How do we get?
Navius is at the top, unless there was
No,
somebody
that was my idea. Is that I wanted to now switch to the top, and then we'll come back to the bottom for the next round.
unless you have somebody who is higher than a 4 on your initiatives.
Man, I feel like I'm just gonna roll.
Yeah, going once
one initiative,
would be good.
which is gonna be Iron Tusk.
What thing fell?
Wow, I did not roll well, so I had a 1.
Well, that worked well for us then.
Somebody's gotta die.
Narkinzie? No.
That
The other expedition? Was
yeah, Brideport.
Brideport. Alright, so Navius and Firla's on deck.
What if they were Bride Ridge?
Can I still benefit from this focus state, or is it... It's been too long. That was yesterday.
Yeah, I think it's been too long.
Just roll again.
Focus
All right,
again.
so Navius.
You're already sticking your hands on trees. That's good enough, right?
Navius is torn by the swinging lift behind and likely saboteurs. But
Sorry.
he's going to move. He's going to position himself between the band and the nearest rope. Master Brideport. Well met.
Well met indeed. I see that you've put back together these lifts quite quickly, faster than we anticipated.
So the saboteurs have arrived. Rapier out.
He bows. And then he's basically like, Iron Tusk?
Yeah.
You know, and kind of like nods, and Iron Tusk steps, you know, between.
Yeah.
I know you weren't really moving up that far,
But totally, it's like the...
He's an orc, right?
He's an orc. Is he a half orc? I think he's a half orc, but yeah,
he wasn't a giant.
he's a
but he was supposed
towering
to be,
ex-military half orc, and he has an ugly jaw, like a scar, and his jaw's wired shut.
Oh my god.
He has just like the bottom half of like
which I don't feel like
knight's like visor is basically just like
I love
what
this
his
fight.
yeah.
He's like Claptrap, or what's that dude's name in He-Man? With the
I can't think of
Something dry.
it. Or like Jaws from Golden
Jawbreaker.
Sounds like something from Mad Max, really.
7.
Yeah.
I want to try to create an advantage along the, like, hold the line or something, like a...
Keep them from getting up to the ropes and messing with them.
like, over my dead body,
Yeah.
kind of.
Well, that sounds like the name of your aspect right there.
That's really good.
Could I use fight for that?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Let me see your fancy footwork.
Nice.
That's a +6.
excellent.
Nice.
Ace.
I will say that. Oh, actually, this is not the right.
I'm scared. But Navius isn't.
This is just an aspect, right?
He's also fighting.
No.
2-step.
Oh no.
So I got a 7.
Ah!
Damn.
You got that right.
Yikes.
You roll to create fight to defend against fight aspects.
I think so.
Okay.
I don't remember. It's okay. I can look it up.
With a book.
I think if the aspect that you're trying to create is something where it's like a contest, then I think so. Yeah, then I think you roll to defend to like stop that from being created.
Gotcha.
I'm pretty certain of that.
Yeah. I feel like that is the case.
Is there anything that we can use? Anything?
Or you just don't create the advantage.
I think
It's not a huge deal.
just don't
but-
create the advantage.
Okay.
He'll probably still go after me.
All right, Firla is up next, and Firla is going to, I think would not still be touching the tree. that was a day ago. Firla is pointing a hand out in the direction of the Brideport expedition and turning the roots of the ground against all of them to create an advantage of just kind of like nature
Entangle.
rebelling against them, in an entangling situation. So creating an advantage with nature. I got a 5.
Okay. I don't know who I should roll to defend with here. Is there like an area in particular that you're...
I guess I could go after a particular person. Who is the most...
Or like a couple of people.
I mean,
Do you want to go for
he's
the front
threatening
line?
up. Yeah.
Yeah, so you've got the half orc is definitely dangerous, very dangerous. Also, I didn't realize that this character was going to be in the fight, so this fight got more dangerous with Ash's rival being there. Who's an evocation mage? She's definitely dangerous.
I'll go after her. Actually,
those are the two main ones. Otherwise, the other ones are kind of lackeys. And like Brideport, he's a mouth, right?
I'll go after her.
Okay.
Like focus. Like the roots are going to grapple.
Okay.
Entangle her.
Cool. So she's rolling to
I'm
defend.
imagining Bradford is that like mouth character from Lord of the Rings that come out at the gates of Moria.
Mouth of Sauron.
She does not have.
I love that.
Yeah,
shit.
so she fails.
my
What was your
favorite.
total?
A 5.
Favorite
You
stuff that ever
succeed
happened.
with style.
It made me
Sweet.
feel so uncomfortable but so alive.
Dude, he's
Yeah.
so sick.
I love the way they
What
did
is this
that
character's name? Again?
Her name is Lydian.
Does that appear in the regular movies or only in the extended cut?
Only in the extended cut. They cut that.
The
out.
extended cut is the only way to go.
I've only ever watched it.
Alright, so this character,
I played
Lydian,
a drinking game
is entangled
with
by
the extended
roots.
cut, I did not make it past halfway through the 2 towers.
And with
like
style,
every
we'll
time
give
Firla
extra
gets hurt, it's like, yeah.
Fork, yeah.
extra butt.
2 marks.
Fork, yeah.
Okay, who's next on the initiative?
Alexi, and then Brideport.
I am going to march right up to Iron Tusk. And I'm actually going to attack him, but using provoke. Because I'm going to use my words. I got some beef with this guy, and I'm gonna hit him where it hurts most.
I don't like you.
You're short for an orc.
Oh shit!
Oh, nice.
I'm giving him
Damn.
that's a 6.
Oh wait, this was a provoke, you said?
Provoke with a 6.
Hell yeah!
Wow.
Yes.
All right. He does have.
I maybe
he does have some will, but
to
not
aggression
much.
faster than
Oof, gosh.
totally necessary, but it
Really
seemed
poorly.
like it.
No.
All right.
Thanks for the
They
mojo,
came out
Kirby.
sweet. Like, Navius tried to give them a window to pretend like they weren't here to mess with us, but
Oh,
they didn't pretend.
you were just gonna
No
fuck.
pretending.
Yeah. 6. So I'm gonna spend a fate point for him.
High House of Helga.
Not yet.
Nobody has died yet.
Is I gonna just destroy him in one go?
No, not necessarily.
We're in a perilous situation.
But you do deal mental stress to him for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. He seems definitely
What is it?
bothered
Alright.
by your. What do you say to him? What did you?
Iron Tusk. Or should I say Kothar? That's your real name, isn't it? You still remember that man you used to be? Or that orc that you used to be all those years ago? What the hell are you doing up here? Wake up! Brideport's using you.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That'll be fine.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Who's
He
next?
does feel used.
Brideport's up.
All right. First off,
Audience, we are up top of the cliffside right now, and Brideport Expedition is assaulting us. However, at the same time, a lift is being lifted with the other half of our party, in which harpies are attacking.
And endives are
And
everywhere.
dives are everywhere. That is the situation.
yeah.
Thanks for tuning in. We love you.
First of all, Laika is lunging at Alexi as you come up, and you're like saying these like harsh words.
Which
to
one's
Iron
Laika
Tusk.
again?
Laika is the dire wolf, right? So this is a fight attack coming at you.
Bring it on.
Okay, I had a 5.
Got 6.
Nice. Okay, so you defend there. And man, I think Iron Tusk is also coming for you. Not to be gunning for you here, but
Narratively, it makes sense.
yeah.
Oh, I'm just rolling well tonight.
All right, I got a 6.
I got a 7.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
We clash swords very valiantly.
Giant
All right,
swords. I imagine
I'll
you both have just like
tap a fate point.
We need our Foley artist. Where's our Foley artist to clash 2 forks together?
He's ex-military, towering half orc, right? He's using his size and his training. So he's got one up on you now.
Support us with some subscriptions so we can get our Foley artist, our dedicated Foley artist.
Can I spend
I know a guy. I know a guy.
and justify it as
He's expensive, but I know a guy.
He's watched
our
a few YouTube
backstory,
videos.
and that I'm trying to I don't know. That doesn't make sense.
Your backstory isn't necessarily an aspect with him, but but you could invoke something there that makes sense, or
could I invoke our shared military history? I mean, I don't know. I don't have that as an aspect, but
you don't have that as a thing. He's using his aspect to do that.
Okay.
But you have. I mean, you're a rugged sellsword, so that element of that you certainly could tap into.
I would recognize the tactics he's using.
Yeah, totally. This is a moment, and he's wielding a two-handed axe, right? This is also a weapon 4 weapon, right? Yeah. And so the two of you guys are like doing this this epic swinging of these huge blades, and okay, so you defend against him.
Lydian?
Yeah, Lydian is she's hurling a fireball at this contraption here. Is Kalima standing there?
Yes.
We are definitely invoking entangled. She's entangled. We've got to invoke that.
Yeah.
Well, let's see how she rolls.
So she's hurling a fireball.
Lydian is basically Malfoy. Just
no.
one.
With slightly longer blonde hair.
Plus longer blonde hair, just like a real pain in the ass. Just like a.
She's just Lucius.
All right. Well,
but in female form.
I had a 3 evocation. I mean, we were doing defending down there. If somebody is like, I don't know.
Dalph is gonna either Dalph.
Yeah, I'm trying to imagine what defending against like a fire blast looks like.
Well, if he was good at repairing,
He's pushing something up to like block it out of the way,
Right,
like a piece of wood or something like that.
Yeah. All right. So what would he use on that?
Like fight, honestly.
He has no fight.
Yes, it's still. I mean, that's the only one that makes sense to me.
I mean, he's got a -1.
Okay, I'm at a 3 right now.
Well, we can invoke that she's entangled by roots.
Let's invoke that she's entangled by roots, and then Dalph is going to take the brunt of the fire.
Yeah,
He throws
don't
himself.
take the difference.
He throws something up, but like it doesn't quite cover, and he takes the rest of the.
I would allow that.
Yeah.
So basically, he takes 1 since he used.
This brought her down to
I think
and then you're a
he
negative
takes
1.
2 shifts beyond.
So 2.
I thought you were at a -1 and they were at a 3, right?
Right. So
you were so
2
it's
shifts
2.
of physical.
Yes.
He takes it.
He would take a minor
pretty
consequence.
bad
For consequence.
He's burned.
Right.
He's a tertiary.
After 2. I mean,
Well,
he still has 1.
Probably doesn't have stress, right?
He doesn't have any stress because he's a tertiary character.
Oh really? Just no stress at all?
Nobody has stress
For these
except
guys?
the primary characters,
I think
but
that's
you share
correct.
that with your
There might have been some waffling early on in the game before we had come to that, but
a minor consequence of like scorched.
Yeah. Anything that happens to the tertiary characters, just assume it's not going to be good.
I'll say singed.
Yes.
But
That's what I thought
I would
too.
greatly appreciate Dalph like perishing in an effort to get the rest of her crew up.
Yeah,
That would be a great sacrifice.
That would be noble.
So
All right, so he's
sort of-
singed, and this is something that I had not been doing right before, but whenever somebody takes a consequence,
Right, because he's singed. It's
I get
free boost.
a free boost against that person by that character.
only by Lydia.
Yeah, I don't know if it's supposed to be by that player or by that character.
In an
It's a little
animatic
complicated with the GM.
I think it would be the character.
Hobbit.
Oh.
Dolph.
Have you guys seen Love, Death, and Robots?
Okay.
Not yet, but I'm really excited to watch
Oh my
it.
god, I've seen so many episodes so far. They're so good.
Okay.
It's really dope.
I guess
Dalph dies, who will Kalima love?
Same as she did before. No one and nothing.
so.
Kalima doesn't love Dalph.
Navius is like
Kalima
putting
hates
himself in the
She's
way
just
to make sure that,
pretending
like
to
people
love
don't
him, to let him
pass.
down.
So these people are like trying to kind of get up there to like mess with things. So I don't know if this needs to be like a contest, like maybe a fight contest, to like outmaneuver. Does that seem to make sense?
Wait, outmaneuvering it.
These guys, so she had declared that he was like defending and like over my dead body, right? So, this guy's an archer, so he's staying back. But these couple are trying to move up
here.
And so I'm saying it's a fight, kind of like this maneuvering thing happening here. I got a 2.
I got a 3.
Okay, so they do not get past you, and they're like up on him.
The rapier.
This is tense. This is tense, y'all.
Backing up
I'm just
slowly,
excited to see who's
shifting
gonna die
eyes.
tonight.
I feel like
I'm
it's
ready for it.
the classic.
I'm ready for someone to die.
We got one consequence so far, but we have 2 tenuous ropes that are holding up many people.
Okay, so that is the end of that initiative.
That was Brideport.
Yeah.
Just finished. So Dalph and the
sorry.
goat Kalima.
Okay.
All right.
Oh,
Dalph.
How could I forget?
Dalph getting singed, sort of holds his arm, but he's looking down at this rope here and seeing that it's frayed, and he doesn't even think for a second especially after getting burned. He's like, he's out of here, and he jumps onto the rope and sort of swings down the rope. Try and get to the fray point.
Dalph!
Try and get to the fray point.
Yes!
Like,
That shit is metal.
tape it up, repair the rope in the spot.
Go Dalph!
All right.
Yes!
He's doing that thing where he hooks it around the rope, right? He's sliding down with the carabiner.
So he has a 2 on repair.
Is that does he need to make an athletics check for this?
But yeah, I guess do I need to make a check for
I think you do need to make it like an athletics check maybe first.
Can I make an endurance check?
Yeah,
This is
I would
like
allow that.
superhero
Okay.
shit going on.
Do I roll again for that?
Suicide mission.
Okay, alright.
You can keep the like repair that you had. Your repair was a 2.
Repair was a 2, so he'll make an endurance.
I would have assumed cowardice.
I feel like Dalph is.
He's got a
the
2 on
engineer
endurance.
class,
He's found
and
his
he's
courage.
I gotta fix this.
Okay,
There's
so
something broken. I have to fix it.
This is
Like, whack it with a wrench.
so far on the journey. He's felt like he just hates the idea of having nothing to do. Because all he wants to do is do things. He doesn't like all the talk and all the drama.
He's a busybody.
hated it so far. So he just wants to like have something to do. He sees something that needs fixing. He's gonna go fix it.
Yes.
So he gets a 2 in endurance for
Yeah.
like keeping him, like keeping his hands on the rope as they burn.
So as he grabs onto the rope, his singed hands, he doesn't realize just how badly that his hands are singed, and it's like the skin is coming off right as he grabs on and he's gripping. It's like, yeah.
So he needs a better endurance. You're saying
He needs 2 more. Yeah, if you spend a fate point, it'll get him there.
grizzled tradesman. He's been singed before. All right.
Yeah, he's definitely been
He
singed
holds
before.
on.
Can he
And
have
gets
a
to
new
the point of
aspect?
fray.
I've been singed.
All right. If Dalph survives,
Oh, yeah.
Dalph is now Eric's character. Is Eric's NPC.
Uh-huh.
He owns that NPC.
This stunt has been singed before.
Yes.
My NPC died already.
I know.
Alright.
Mine did too. Hero.
New aspect, yeah, been singed before.
Been singed before. Yeah.
I loved you when I created.
So he gets the spot of the fray, and he sort of pulls.
And he repairs it. Yeah.
I like to think that he just pulls up what he his specialty Dalph tape, which is basically just gaff tape. It's just gaff tape.
Yes,
So he's just
yes.
like Dalph tape, rolling around this Dalph tape that he's been holding on and
Excellent.
waiting for the correct moment to use, and this is the moment.
Dolph.
takes some
Okay,
years to
so
make it,
Dolph
too.
It
repairs the
takes some
ropes.
years to make it. It's a lot
Excellent.
of goat shit.
Kalima.
My turn.
Kalima the
Kalima
goat.
has finally decided to take a bite out of this rope, right? Right before she does, she stops. Her teeth are so close to it, and then she just turns and looks at the group that are approaching here.
Oh yes.
And
Wolf,
I'm creating an aspect.
I don't know to what degree that I can do this, but I'm wondering. Kalima is just unconcerned with the quest.
That's true.
I want to.
these people.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how like aspects. I mean, I guess it would just be invoking a -2 against whatever it is that Daniel is attempting to do.
You could compel and be like.
That's what I'm wanting to do is compel Kalima. She's not concerned with the quest. Not necessarily that she's going to eat the rope, but she's.
Well, no, so she's not eating the... so what I was planning on doing was creating a provoke aspect against this group. Mm-hmm. That was my...
Like frightened or something like that.
And you're trying to.
I'm saying Kalima's not concerned with the quest.
Correct.
So I'm compelling Kalima not to do that. So you need to pay a fate point in order for Kalima to do that because she's a goat.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend it because Kalima's gonna do epic shit right
I was gonna
now.
offer to pay a fate point, but you got so many over there.
Yeah,
That's why Yurik paid for it earlier.
Yeah, seriously.
She's unconcerned with the quest.
So it's this moment of like the rope and like looking over, at the group, and then she looks back down at the rope again. It's like, no, I'm not concerned with the quest.
Oh, but okay. So she does overcome this.
I was trying. I tried to get Kalima to bite the rope, guys.
In no other stream will you see such epic roleplay with a goat.
Yeah.
A goat and a rope.
Epic goat play.
Epic goat play.
So top notch. I want to see.
It's not that kind of stream, Pete.
Goat versus wolf in this scenario for sure.
She looks over and
The wolf is cool.
she is making a provoke attack against all of these. I'm creating an aspect against them. As she looks over and the provoke is seen. That is it. You've been seen by Kalima.
Seen by Kalima.
Okay, I have a question before you do it. I feel like typically, like, this can... I don't know if it can apply to everyone, or normally it's like a provoke is against a single person. Does that seem... So normally with an attack, if somebody wants to, like, attack in an area, they have to have a stunt in order to do it.
Right.
That seems like what you're doing. My Banshee that did the scream to attack everyone, I know that was an attack and not creating an advantage, but I took a stunt in order to be able to, like, do that effect to everyone, and I could only use it once. So I don't know if Kalima is able to, like...
I think... So, yeah, I was trying to create an aspect of, like, hesitating or frightened or something like that. I don't know if I can do that against a whole group.
Yeah, I don't have an opinion on that one, but...
I don't... yeah, you can go for it.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter. It can just be invoked against anyone in that group.
That's what I was thinking. Like, not against the whole group, but against, like, someone could invoke it for them.
Cool.
Go distracted.
It's a 5 provoke to create an aspect.
Of course it is. I don't think you've ever rolled
under the
less than a
goat's
5
eye.
on provoke for Kalima.
Is that so? Does that succeed to create the aspect?
You could roll with your highest.
Yeah, you were rolling a provoke.
Yeah.
So a will.
That doesn't sound good.
This goat is our last hope, y'all.
Goat hope. Hashtag
You succeed,
goat
I
hope.
think, with style. You got a 6.
Damn.
No, I had a 5.
And you still succeed with style.
Yes.
Maybe the
I mean, I didn't do my highest one. My highest will...
So we have one entangled by the roots
Well,
and
4.
2.
For this one only.
Seen by the goat's eye.
You got a 5. Yeah, you were 3 over.
Seen by Kalima.
Only Lydian is entangled by the roots? Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
So the group has been seen. They have witnessed themselves being witnessed by a
They've been
goat.
seen by the goat.
Being seen by Kalima is equivalent to a 5th level blight
Anyone else
spell.
there?
That's everyone at the top.
Okay.
So we're switching
So
perspectives.
we switched to the other initiative, and
dope.
What
it's
initiative
gonna,
is
Hannah, if you can
Dolphin
help me with
now?
the
He's
ropes,
having
we're
Yeah,
the mechanical
consider
winches
him
are still
on top.
going, so we're pulling you guys up to the next one. Now you're to the dangerous overhang,
At the end
and
of
the
my
harpy is still harassing you.
at the end of my turn, Josh, I wanted to move 5 or 10 feet or whatever. Cool.
Okay, perfect.
Whatever the movement I can make.
You guys are getting close.
Hell yeah.
Being seen by Kalima is the equivalent of a 5th level blight spell.
Pretty much.
I feel
it's
the
like
goat's
going-
eye becomes as big as the setting sun.
It's like that goat has straight up like slaughtered
Dude.
people with a stare. I mean, with
The
a
Eye of
spooky,
Kalima.
spooky stare.
Just
It's like
clopping
going
and
through a
staring.
prismatic wall.
The Eye of
coming
Kalima
back
is an
out.
artifact. This has not been built yet because Kalima hasn't passed, but it is an artifact you have to be.
All right. Unfortunately, the Snowvine
Thanks
has
for letting
to
me be ridiculous,
climb to
y'all.
catch up here.
Yeah.
This is not working out
It's my
well.
passion.
Well, I will allow you to like go again at the end of the turn or something.
Oh, Lhanji
I'll
didn't
just
get
allow
to
you
go
to make a
last.
move and like do something there because it doesn't seem fair that you everybody else is just being lifted up. It's
Yeah,
already
but-
punishment enough that you're having to roll.
Yeah, I have to roll, but then I can also do something.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I'm cool with that. All right. So survival or in athletics.
This is a 4.
I got a 3. I'll take the. Can I take a shift?
Yeah, I'll allow that. That's what I was doing before.
In order to like, actually succeed,
one
or
off.
just one.
I think it. Oh, I guess yeah. You have to beat it to.
Everybody say bye, Shen. Bye, Shen. Bye, Shen. Everybody in chat say bye, Shen. One or I'm at a.
If you're overcoming an obstacle, a tie is that you succeed at a minor cost.
Okay, like one shift.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm cool with that. All right, so the Snowvine is creeping up, still burrowed. Can it make an attack against this harpy?
Yeah.
All right.
Fuck yeah.
It is burrowed, so it has that boost, and it is making its sneak attack, so it's rolling with stealth.
Swinging, like coming out of the erupting out
to
of the.
pull it.
The harpy, I'm seeing the
mountain.
harpy like swooping down to try and make its next strike, and the Snowvine is like bursting out in slow motion like a nature documentary. Right? It's just smashing this thing up.
Come on.
Still good. I got a 4, a 6 with the boost.
Dang, a 6.
Hell yeah. Pull that harpy into the
plus
side of the
3.
mountain.
I'm at a 3.
Snowvine. Hoppy for the air. See how it
So you beat it by 3. And yeah, that's enough to take it out.
Yes.
These are just like nameless NPCs. These harpies.
The Snowvine bursts out and in slow motion.
Just a sudden, you guys have no idea that it's even there.
The blossom unfurls and grabs hold of the harpy's head, and then just like the harpy just like, folds back up and gets pulled back into the ground.
God, it's side of the rock.
So gross.
Like
in slow motion.
Squeezed into the small crevice.
God. It's so gross.
to struggle.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Wrenches its neck.
The Snowvine once again.
That's all I ever wanted.
I'm coming to the rescue. You had to grab a bird out of the sky. It's pretty epic, man.
And I think it was like maybe a 7-foot long.
Yeah, it was like extended out totally. Like the chameleon or like the tongue. Yeah.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Awesome.
Yes. All right, Ash is up.
There are other harpies approaching, just so you guys know. So like creating advantages or whatever.
I'm going to.
They're not. You can see them. They're just. I don't know. They're 50 feet back or something. Maybe far enough that you could attack them
I'm going
with a ranged spell.
Create an advantage. You said Ash was up.
Yes.
Right. I'm going to attempt to create an advantage. And use the wind to basically create like a barrier around our.
Okay.
Wow. Yikes. So it's a 1.
Yeah, I don't think that's enough.
Alright.
And I know it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but like I was kind of using the DCs of the things, so this is actually a DC 4. This overhang, it's making it like more difficult to fight.
I can see it if it's getting more steep as it like gets closer to this hillside. Right. That makes sense. Shit, it's not like at a.
What did you have for a total?
A 1.
A 1 to create the so you're 3 under right now. Which I think actually it would give me a boost.
Is there anything that I can? No.
Well,
you could invoke.
no. Okay, so fail to create the new aspect, or create the new aspect but grant 1 free invoke to the enemy, or grant 1 free invoke of an existing aspect to the enemy.
I'll say. Can I just fail to create the aspect? Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Wind comes out of your hand, but it just makes like a little fart noise.
Damn it!
Whoopee cushion.
Who put that there?
All right, Yurik is up, and Jimothy's on deck.
How close is Dalph to me?
Can
I reach him or no?
I don't think so.
Okay.
He's on the line, man.
I know. I didn't know if you were close enough for me. I mean, I've got pretty short.
Yeah,
arms.
so like each one of these steps is like 100 feet basically.
Gotcha.
So I'm seeing that you guys are currently like 100 feet down from the top.
We would
of
catch him after this, basically.
Yeah, the next move as you're
He's
going
maybe
up.
50 feet down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I create an aspect, like basically like grab something off of the wagon and put it down to like basically create an aspect for him to get up whenever we come along to him or something like that?
Make it easier for him to
get onto this whenever we pass by him before, you know.
Well, so these ropes are being pulled up winches, right? So he's holding on to it. So he will continue to go up as well.
I see. Okay, I was imagining
right now,
like
yeah.
The rope staying still and it like being pulled.
Yeah, the ropes are just attached to this and they're going up onto winches at the top here and like winding at the top.
Gotcha. So he's being pulled up with it. Okay. Sorry. I guess I'm gonna pick up the endives.
Yeah, I would totally allow you to basically like.
Can I use cooking?
Well, okay, so I feel like if you want to do this fast enough, I don't think you have time to pick them up. I think you need to kick the endives off of.
Oh no. But food.
Dives.
We don't have a whole lot of that.
Okay,
we do. We have enough.
Yeah, and I'm not really so concerned about the number of invokes that it's costing, but more so just that you won't be able to cook with endives anymore.
Oh
yeah.
no.
These are all of your endives have all spilled out here. There's endives everywhere.
Narratively, it's endives and.
If you roll endives on your dice, you're gonna have to re-roll them.
Yurik can't see.
Or you just drop that dice altogether.
Yeah,
you
I
just
just
don't
roll
get that
No,
thing.
nothing.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
No
Now
spice.
we're just gonna have
I don't know.
plain polenta
And
every
what was the other one?
day.
Parsley, right? I think that's the same
Parsley
thing.
and endives are gone.
Just off the we need like instead of the roster, we need the cooking items
the
roster.
cooking
roster.
Endives are off the list.
And parsley's already
aromatic herbs are gone.
Damn, all the
How absurd.
no spices, no.
I don't think I can live.
So I guess
is true
I am going to clear the debris.
Do it. Yes, Dan.
yes.
Sacrifice.
Okay.
I hear that someone probably calls out
Alright.
that there's harpies, more harpies coming, and I can't really see them, so I'm just swatting the endives off, and they're flinging down the cliff sides.
Are you like tearing up a little bit as you're doing it?
I am.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is good food.
You pick one
First
up and
you
put it in
burn
your
'em.
pocket.
Now
Yeah,
you're tossing them off the side of a mountain.
First you burn them, now you're turning them.
I don't know. Do I need to roll for this? I assume
No.
it is a,
No.
Yeah, so
I think if you spend your turn doing it, that's cool.
Okay, cool. So I clear the. You see that shot of where the endives are just falling, plummeting. For
Do you want this permanent marker to draw an X over the word endives on your dice?
Never again.
I don't think I'll go that far, but
You could put a piece of Dalph tape
Timothy
on
is
it.
upset because endives
Yeah,
are his
put some
favorite
Dalph tape
vegetable.
on it.
All right, who's in the
Sorry.
that's our winter die.
That was Yurik, Jimothy, and I do have a question. Is Dalph switching to this initiative?
No,
I feel like he stays
Okay.
on top.
he's still on the top.
Okay, so Jimothy's up, and Harpies are on deck, and then Lhanji.
That was legitimately the last of our fish.
What's Jim Jam doing?
All we have is like,
I don't know. I guess we did kind of
Amelia.
care more about endives than Amelia.
Amelia was the first to go. We had to like break the seal.
That's
you know,
true.
with someone.
I mean,
I think he'd like to brace
when
for
the gay
impact.
cares more about
we've
it.
made
Seems
like a really
selfish
strong
thing to do.
And we admittedly just
It's
didn't,
sort of like
yeah,
get
we
under
didn't
the
get a
wagon or
chance to get much into Amelia,
Yeah.
so her death didn't mean much.
Yeah.
But the endives have continued to be a thing in the campaign.
It has.
So
We've brought up endives.
it's reasonable, but we have a greater emotional attachment.
That's true.
I mean, all of these characters are totally fictional.
I mean, we can't
right?
eat
I mean,
Amelia.
But the endives are just as
are real.
fictional
Oh,
as Amelia.
Endives are real, yeah.
Yeah.
They're really I'd like to brace for impact and like cover myself with soft material,
Create an advantage, yeah.
but only one that can be used by Jimothy's.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Should I use resources for that? Because I'm like rummaging.
But I wanna
through
make
shit,
sure.
or-
Oh, out of that, yeah. That's
Alright,
cool. He's gonna give up all the green onions in order to.
All right, so I guess he got a 3 in resources.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah!
Nice.
He covered himself in the last of the endives.
We're the worst.
Totally ruined, by the way. We can never use them again, but he's like using them to like brace for impact.
Some endive cushion.
Yeah.
Wow. Awesome.
And dive cushion.
The bag that the endives were in, Jimothy just crawls inside.
They will be unusable, yes.
They rot in his hands.
Everything he touches tends to rot. But that's
The Grinch.
All right, and then who was the last person?
Harpies and then Lhanji.
Okay, so there's 2 more harpies that are swooping in here. One on either side. And they're just up to their same old bullshit.
Swooping in. Being shitty.
I just love that.
Can you roll for same old bullshit?
Same old bullshit.
what aspect is that? What skill is that?
That's their aspect, actually.
It's their trouble,
their same
actually.
old-
Trouble is
Their trouble is same old harpy we can invoke.
God, these damned harpies, Mulson's wives. They're the worst.
God. What was it?
Okay, so this one's attacking this rope over here. Somebody wants to make a defend on it.
Ash will make a defend.
I have a 4 right now.
I have a 4 as well.
All right, Ash is still partially tripping from when the
Great
wagon
tripping.
Damn.
Okay, so that takes me down to 2.
Yeah, so I think I'm 2 over you right now.
Yeah.
It's cool. Let the rope fray.
Alright,
Dalph
the
is
rope
on
race.
deck.
Dolph's got it.
Yeah, but Dolph's on the wrong rope.
Hey,
This is the one that was over
Dolph
here.
can jump from one rope to the other.
Oh my gosh! Oh my god!
The most
Dolph
epic
is a
rope
king.
work ever.
Dolph gets promoted to a PC.
Yeah,
what
this is
happened
Dolph's
to
time. He needs to
Special
shine
shit.
right now.
Oh yeah, he'll do something in the next turn.
I can defend the next one.
Okay, yeah, the next one's coming, and also because this one's frayed, I think you guys are gonna have to make another athletics check
Right now or after this?
after this attack. We can do this first. Okay, I only have a 1 on that attack.
I have a 4.
Okay, so you get defend with style.
No, it's just +2. Oh, you have a 1. That's +3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So you gain a boost actually.
Nice.
A boost.
And then everyone needs to make me a DC2 athletics check. That's on the cart.
Does the boost have to be something specific, or can it be like? Could my boost be like standing my ground or something?
Yeah,
Cool.
I'm cool with that. Kind of generic.
Because I'm thinking I'm about to use it with this athletics roll.
So DC2.
For athletics.
Oh, hold on, I have a question. Oh, never mind.
Oh, Keith got it.
Oh,
Sorry.
Oh, I am about to use this shit. Because I have a -1 right now. Oh,
I have a negative
sorry.
mushroom.
I meant -3. Wow.
Oh no,
Talking
y'all.
mushrooms,
Reroll.
man.
Yeah, I'm
This is
using my
athletics
boost.
check.
athletics check is a 2.
Alright, I have a 0. I'd like to invoke an endive cushion.
Yes. I'd like to invoke an endive cushion. You will not hear that on any other stream on Twitch ever.
That's right.
I would argue ever.
Watch us every week. Be
Invoking,
amazed at our antics.
I have a -2.
invoking endive cushions.
Give us money on Patreon. Well, give somebody
2
money.
-2s over here.
Bits. We accept bits.
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't seen any
I
of
have
this yet.
one.
But my producers,
one.
my agents told me I'm getting it.
Yeah.
15% cut.
-2s.
bits.
Wow.
Bits. Bits.
Yeah, the question here is. So, I mean, the circumstance that I'm seeing happening is that, like, you guys are kind of starting to fall over, right? I feel like that is a creating an advantage or a disadvantage in this case, right? Something that I can tap. And I don't know if I'm just getting 2 because against each of you, because you both failed.
Yeah, it's kind of like
that
this one
poorly.
almost, where it's like just against us.
We all collectively have to pass. And
I think
not
that's
receive
reasonable,
any
yeah.
consequences.
You could almost
I can
just
write it for you.
add a generic like tumbling and then add names to it as
Yeah.
that you're gonna vote against.
Yeah, like the
Yeah, I
same
had,
thing as
I had tripping here.
I mean, I
But
got
that
a
was-
1,
that was
so
just
I
for Ash.
failed. Would I get another, basically another aspect on that? Still tripping?
Yeah. Yeah.
Lhanji, Uric.
Yeah. And Ash, but I got that on this card.
Oh, dang it!
Cool.
Can we get close up?
All right, and now we're switching.
No, Lhanji's turn.
Lhanji,
This is
I'm
what
sorry.
happened
I'm
last
so sorry.
time.
Lhanji.
Stop.
Did I skip Lhanji last
Stop
time?
skipping.
Like all together?
We did, but that's okay.
I'm so sorry.
How could
okay.
You should take 2 turns.
I don't think that's necessary.
That was totally my bad.
It's all good.
Do it. Timothy compels you.
How can you resist?
I'm gonna try my will attack with deceive. I want to imitate a giant eagle and make a call to intimidate those harpies.
Interesting. All right, go for it. You're creating an advantage or attacking?
Yeah. Oh,
boy.
it sucks. Oh, nice. It was
It was a long
a will attack.
What was your result?
My result was a +1.
Well, that might be enough. Hold on, before you spend anything.
Okay.
Because I don't know that these things have... Gosh, why can I not find anything?
Neon beard looking existentially over the plane, like not focusing on anything else that's happening. One day I'll become a part
I
of
have a
the
0.
Wow.
And you had what, a 1?
Thunderbless. I like Thunderbless.
So you were doing 1 mental damage?
It was a pretty shitty attempt, but it still worked.
Yeah.
It was convincing. We all saw through it, but
You're a little embarrassed to
Everyone-
do it, but it works.
We should give Lhanji another turn too, because I skipped
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
last time.
Call again.
More forcefully this time.
once more with feeling.
Sure. Because what happened last time is I said I was going to do that, and then we did the athletics check, and we got wrapped up in the excitement of everyone falling. So I'll go ahead and just try again.
Call again.
It's a +1.
I got some tar.
Lhanji has actually never.
All right, I have a,
before. Yeah.
That makes sense.
I have a -1, but I forgot that I
Yeah.
had this here. Lhanji is like tripping.
Oh, you straight tripping.
So you start
balls.
doing it and then you kind of trip.
I just imagine Eric and
This is no longer in play,
tripping
correct?
backwards
Yeah, because
together,
that
just
bird's
like
dead.
tumbleweeding,
Son of a bitch.
And you're trying to make this
Falling like we're on the.
I've never been
original
more
series.
proud of that.
Yeah, that was great. Okay.
What a doll.
Where
Yeah,
we at?
switching
What a
up,
dog.
switching back up
Okay,
top.
now we're up to the top.
Switching perspectives back to the top of the cliff,
Holy
where
shit.
the other group is battling a rival expedition.
And Neon Beard is thinking existentially.
Maybe we are.
What's that Casper David Friedrich painting?
He's listened to a lot of
You get a
Alan
big
Watts.
bar
and It's just
Because you tied.
nothing, you see? It's nothing.
We're all just stardust.
And
Even the walrus.
He's
What did
making.
I
He's
tie?
finally making peace with
You
the
did a
walrus.
second, like,
It cannot be bothered right
check
I'm a walrus.
against the harpies, and they were at a -2, and I tapped that thing to make it a tie instead, so that you didn't deal damage.
Oh, so you get a boost.
Yeah.
Nice.
Gotta boost.
Who's first?
now. Boost is just caca.
Navius is.
Navius.
Oh, sorry, I was trying to.
Trying to be secretive and
like, do that on the side while somebody else goes.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like, oh wait, sorry.
You're the same person.
be.
Yeah, gosh, the end of one initiative and the beginning of the next.
This is an amazing journey.
Love it.
God, I just can't get over this.
Neon beard.
Just staring over the cliffside, not paying.
We need to add Timberbrust into the initiative here.
Yeah.
You all just wanted to start attacking.
Oh my gosh.
He's up top, right?
Yeah.
Suddenly,
Timberbrust bursts onto the scene.
He's done thinking about
Just, like,
the fact
slowly
that he's
turns.
not a walrus.
I had a 5 survival with him, so actually I think he is tied with.
He'll be up at the first then.
Let's put him tied with Navius, because I don't want him to like act before him. That's weird.
I think I'm going to try to create an advantage against Lydian that's like caught off guard. Navius is going to last minute switch opponents.
Okay. I do feel like you're gonna be ditching the like over my dead body, but you do have like other people who've moved up behind you.
And that wasn't, that had no mechanical. I didn't land that.
Well, I mean, those guys tried to move up, and then they had to make a like fight roll against you to do it because you had done that. So I think it served its purpose.
Yeah.
But now you're ditching it to
the
go for
long
another
range
tactic.
stuff is troubling.
All right, cool. So you're moving up.
That is a +5.
Wow.
hell
+5
yeah.
attack.
Plus Vive.
Screw
It
Lydian.
to create an advantage of
Okay.
like off guard,
Right.
caught unawares.
I'm not sure what. Probably would just be fight.
That's a good question.
Which
Yeah. Kirby asks, honestly, what side is Timberbrust even on? I mean,
That's the big
I would
question.
assume
you
our
succeed
side.
with style.
No, but he's on
Hell yeah.
Timberbrust's side. I mean,
Yeah.
let's be honest.
But if we don't succeed, then the Narkinzie expedition doesn't
Yeah,
get up this
he's
wall.
on y'all's side.
But like, if the lift gets repaired and a couple people happen to die, what does he care?
That's true.
Yeah, if these people kill him, yeah, he might care.
That's true.
He
Well,
might
we'll
be
find
willing
out
to
because
strike a
Timberbrust
deal
is
to
up.
let his
Okay,
team
so
come
he's
off.
stepping up and attacking these. There's these couple guys that were moving up over here, and he's
Taking him on.
Neon Beard.
taking them
Beard.
on. So this is Neon Beard's attack. I'll be rolling against myself here, which is always fun.
Lydia is like.
I should have had one of you guys roll for Timberbrust.
You're not gonna be able to
Let's
do
check
much.
that shit.
So I got it.
Always go
She's
for the
dangerous. She is dangerous.
Why?
Take a swift sword to the face.
I know.
That would end it.
How in the heck? These things are just so. I got too many of these, you guys. Fight. Okay, a 2 versus these guys. I have a 3, so he does not land his attack. Timberbrust does not. And that was his turn.
He's still too busy drinking.
Alright, Firla is...
Well, I'm certainly not spending any fate points on him.
Yeah, because you're gonna use those against this guy for you.
Firla is going to create an advantage using Handle Animal to try and make a connection with
Her connection.
Handable.
her connection. Making a connection with her connection. The wolf.
Okay.
What's the wolf's name?
Leica.
Yeah.
Seems appropriate.
Wolfie. It's Wolfie.
Wolfe.
Dang it. I got a 0. That was maybe not the best plan, Keith.
And is this like a will, do you think?
That's okay.
I didn't really describe that very well, but it was mostly like I want to convince it to like join us.
Yeah. Or at the very least to not like attack your friends.
That we're gonna win this one.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of feel like that's sort of like will is the only thing that I'm seeing that seems appropriate.
Yeah.
I had a 1 as well.
All right, I'm gonna the soft human heart beneath the bark.
Cool.
To make a empathetic connection to the wolf.
Nice.
If that seems to make sense.
Yeah.
And then I would succeed. And I was saying creating advantage, but does that seem like it would make the most sense?
I think it makes the most sense, yeah, because then on my turn, if Leica is doing something aggressive, then it can be used against her to...
We're winning this one. Or we're the winning side.
Yeah, join the winning side, sure.
Swaying in the breeze.
Okay.
Who's up?
And that's, yeah, like for Leica specifically.
Sorry. Alexi's up, and then Brideport.
I would like to continue my verbal onslaught upon
Nice.
Iron Tusk.
I feel like you're like a representative of the
It's just a weird thing because I feel like when I'm building monsters, I'm like, should I give this thing will or not? And it's like, yes or no. Like, yes, does it seem like it should have will, but also like people are just gonna abuse this weird thing.
I mean,
It's
I
strange.
cannot if you just.
No, it's fine. I mean, it is completely mechanically balanced and fair, and that's what we've been doing so far. So I'm not inclined to change it, but it's just a weird thing. And you spent, I mean, provoke. You have a good amount of ranks in it.
I didn't realize what provoke could be used.
Yeah, I mean, you have a
I thought it
3,
was a
so you know you could have had
skill.
something else good in that spot. So it makes sense.
Yeah,
I mean, we've seen what it's done for Kalima. I mean,
Yep.
it's true.
It's also hitting mental stress as opposed to physical. So if people are like attacking at the same time, that
He's only been attacked with mental.
Yeah.
And he did mental against him last round too.
Yeah, I'm also trying to like narratively like spice it up too. I'm not just being like, I like shouted at him really like enthusiastically. It's just like it's more like shit. I had it for a second.
is it like
Whatever.
Alexi doesn't want to fight him really?
Well, no, he doesn't want to fight him for sure, but he doesn't want to like rough him up because that was his friend from like childhood, you know.
Okay.
He's
Oh.
like,
I didn't realize they had that kind of past.
oh shit! If you want his whole backstory, it's right here.
Jeez.
I went back to reference it, so I was like,
Okay, cool.
Hell yeah.
I should probably just send this to you.
scan it in and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, that was
Winter
for me. For
Soldier. I haven't watched any of this.
Did you
you know
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically probably
Okay.
it. Except for
I've
there's
just
like
gleaned
some
from the
racism thrown in
peripheral.
there because like he convinced him because they were childhood friends. He's like, hey, I think you'd be really good at this. Like, you're also kind of smart. Maybe this would be your way to like prove yourself. And like people just kept misattributing like their victories, and he got really kind of bittered by it. And then he like got fucked up in the face. And then like now he's really pissed off because like people treat him even worse because he like, got disfigurement. And then he didn't also get like the land benefits. And there's like this long backstory. Basically,
Love
at
it.
every turn, he has
Dang.
been denied the benefits or like the stuff that Alexi was given, and they were like, he's the guy that brought him in there, so of course he'd be pissed off and bitter at it.
Dang.
And I'm trying to appeal to his like humanity, even though he's an orc. I'm like, come on, we're what about your fellow man? You may have given up on everyone else, but I haven't.
Man, are we the bad guys?
Yes, Pete.
Yeah.
I mean, Alexi's not the
course
bad
we
guy.
are.
I'm hoping that he ends up
Alexi
being
doesn't know he's
one
the
guy.
bad guy.
Firla is just a sentient seed pod.
Fuck.
Wandering the world.
All right, so that was a 1.
Ambiguous morality.
All right, I'm at a 0.
1! Yay! Yay! I'd like
Victory!
I want to boost it.
Yeah, you can.
I want to boost it with. Can I do the same one as I did last time with the rugged sellsword?
Yep.
All right,
It's
cool.
just like you can't do it on like the same roll.
Cool. Well, I didn't. I mean, that sounds like less interesting to do this.
Oh, wait.
in return, but. Anyways, yeah, that's 3 up on him.
Should be there. Okay, well he is gonna spend a point to not take a consequence.
Okay. Well, I would still like to encapsulate the rant I just
Yeah.
had into like you know,
Go for it.
The line I wanted to get out, I was trying to figure out how to wind my way through it, was like, you may have given up on your fellow man, but I haven't given up on you.
Oh, man.
So that's pretty much it.
Great. Okay, so you are still dealing mental stress to him, so his mental stress track is knocked out.
Cool.
He's not looking good mentally.
He's looking pretty discouraged. Cool. I hope he drops his arms and just like...
He hasn't yet, but he's still gripped on his weapon, but you can tell he seems like he's kind of...
This also gives him the
loosening
option
his
if I
stance
can
a
just
little bit.
discourage him to run away to like come back later.
Yeah, totally.
So I'm okay with that.
That'd be cool to like turn our rivals.
Yeah.
Or just like have
But not with
weird
Lydia.
conversation.
She's gonna die.
Yeah. She's gonna get devoured.
As soon as Ash is up here, she's gone.
Okay, whose turn is it?
Dry pour it.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent.
Oh, the kitty.
Most excellent indeed.
Kitty on the stream.
Do you want to look at the dice?
All right. Well, first off, I think Iron Tusk is still like he's almost. I mean, he's not crying, but it's almost that thing of like the person that's like physically lashing out at you while you're like trying to tell them to stop, and he's like, you don't know what you're talking about. You know, swinging his axe at you as you're saying these things.
Do you want to roll?
Yeah.
Do you want to roll, please?
If you set it close enough to him, he'll reach up and pull it off of the table.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a 6.
All right, fight. I also have a 6.
Damn! This is good. This is
Stand down.
just blow for blow.
Yeah.
Just
All right. So he
constantly.
does get a boost against you for a tie.
Stand down!
Not for Lydian.
I am not your enemy!
Biggest
Man, he's
weapons.
overbearing. He's just like putting his weight into you right now. So even though you guys are like matched up with weapons, he's like leaning over into you.
So many years of aggression.
I need to get a shot when we switch perspectives of how crazy this index card situation is right now, because it is really something. You can kind of see in the corner of the frame, but it's wild. Yeah.
Okay, so that happened. What happened with your? Oh yeah. Yeah, I think Leica's still doing the same thing, but you can invoke that against her.
Okay.
If you want to.
We're on the winning side.
Yeah. So she's also attempting to attack because she's like the pet of Iron Tusk, right? So she's that's why they're both going for Alexi here. So this is a fight against Alexi.
Alexi having to take him a lot right now.
It's alright, he's built for that.
I only had a 2.
Well, I have a 4.
Yeah,
Nice.
So you succeed
Hell
on the
yeah.
defense.
Yeah, don't need to invoke it. Save that for my convincing roll.
This is gonna sound kind of mean, but he like kind of kicks.
Oh.
I mean, the dog's literally.
He's like,
Yeah, and it's
size
like
of a horse.
it's taller than him.
All right, I think Lydian is attacking Navius. And because Navius has come up and is maybe got her off guard, right? But as this is happening, she like looks behind him and there's this campfire there, and so she's like pulling the fire up out of the campfire to strike him from behind. When he's not even watching.
Terrifying.
Evocation. I got a 5.
Oh,
Ooh. But we can invoke stuff against her, right?
we have
A lot of
Lydian
things.
has a lot of boxes. Caught off guard, you would, or
Entangled by
the
roots.
roots.
Am I defending?
Or seen by Kalima under the ghost eye.
Probably athletics.
Okay.
I think to avoid
That
like
is
a
a place
fire.
you don't want to be.
I have
That
no
is what
athletics.
that is
I'm
there
using
for.
I don't know. Does that seem
I feel like that's what
like defending
I'd
against
say
fire?
Fight would work though.
Athletics.
Yeah, I think athletics.
Alright.
You gotta get out of the way.
That's a -1.
What did she get?
I'm in a 4.
You have
Yikes.
1, 2, 3 things you can invoke against her.
We'll definitely use caught off guard.
Dang. Destroy her.
So you're up to a 1?
Yep.
Yeah, you can use both of those if you want.
Seen by Kalima.
They're all against Lydia. Or this one is
one's
specifically against Lydia.
Oh.
Yeah, I would definitely use that one because it's specifically against
The
her.
fact that she's entangled by these roots and caught off
2,
guard.
3.
Both working
Yeah,
against
so
her.
now you're only one off.
I'll take it.
I think I'm actually going to tap this.
Ooh, tap that aspect.
I'm going to tap that aspect.
That was like the best thing we've come up with so far.
Very good.
Yeah, she's a
We can make it a hashtag.
she's a bully.
We can make it
at
happen.
Moral.
We have such powers.
The bully of definitely.
No, actually, I'm gonna invoke her trouble here, even though it's not creating her trouble, just because I wrote it and I think it's hilarious. It's short fuse, big explosions.
Yeah.
Because she's a bully, right? So
She's such a bully.
she's tapping into that here. So I'm 3 over you. It'll be 3 damage, or I guess there is still one more aspect that you could tap against.
Kirby suggests extending it to Dalph.
Oh my god.
Are you
Awesome.
kidding me?
The fire catches.
Yeah, why not? Somebody has to die this session.
No, or like just his hands that are already burned, right? Like it's like the singed. Give the other mark to singed.
Dolph's run his course. He did a good job.
You can also send it to favorite. That's true.
Yeah, I don't see him on the board. I'm
Dog
like
on
ready
fire?
for somebody else to die.
No, where even is that thing?
Man on wire.
Oh, it's
you guys didn't take him with you.
Yeah, it's down at camp. Down at camp, it's like
Tay and Favorite
coughing
just
up like
hanging
a
out.
bone and it
No, an
dies.
endive comes out of nowhere.
Oh,
It's like,
no!
That's
Right in the
frozen
eye.
because it's been falling down so
Yes.
long.
Killed by a falling endive.
frozen endive to the face. That would hurt.
Does sound like
All
an
right, whose
enemy,
turn is it?
Doesn't it?
That was. Oh gosh, I'm still going. I'm sorry.
Gazebo sounds like a
Well,
I think we're still
making
figuring out.
the final decision.
Yeah, we need to
Thank
find
you.
out what happens to Navius.
That would be wouldn't that be a moderate consequence for Navius?
Yeah.
Well, you share a track with Lhanji.
Yeah, you can take it to your stress track. To your shared stress track.
That makes me sad because Navius has enough endurance to get an extra stress box, but
Well, then I
does
bet you
not.
would. That seems reasonable, right? If one of your 2 main NPCs, like your PC or
Yeah.
your main NPC, has
I
a
do.
high
I do think
endurance.
that's.
I thought we were just sharing the same stress pool for the main character. That was it.
But if one of your those 2 characters has a high endurance, then it would make sense that your stress pool would be
I
higher.
agree with that.
Okay.
Because Alexi has a higher stress pool, and you accounted that for.
Does it make sense though for like if Jimothy over here was getting hit repeatedly that I'm just like and like
Yes, because you
scratches show
guys
up on
share the
Alexi?
same. No, you share the same stress track anyway, right? So in your case, it's working to your advantage for Jimothy, but in her case, it's kind of working to her disadvantage because it's her main NPC that has the endurance and it's not getting benefited anywhere. So I agree with that. That should be increasing your stress track, yours and his together.
I was gonna say otherwise if it
And
works
if that's
to your
the case with
advantage,
anyone else.
I should be having a disadvantage because my character is completely useless in battle.
That could put. Hey, he created an advantage with
I'll
his
just take the
oils.
stress.
Okay, 3 stress.
They're just lucky it didn't backfire.
Cool.
Brideport is maybe still going.
Yeah, I still have one more group here. Or is this group of mobs? There's 3 of them.
Bradport himself.
No, he's not acting. He's just watching everyone fight, basically.
He's got popcorn out.
We should attack him.
Is
kill him.
Kalima like in the way here, like that?
Yes.
I think they're going for Kalima, and they're just attacking as a group.
Yeah.
Which means it's going to be a higher number, but it's only 1 roll instead of a bunch of them. So I'm at a +5. Oof. Dang, y'all! I just got an 8. Yikes on that roll.
Not bad. I got 3.
Okay. It's not so bad.
You can invoke Seen by Kalima.
And I think Seen by Kalima, yeah, would definitely work here.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
You've been witnessed by a goat, witnessing you, and that's a painful experience.
You can see a reflection glistening in Kalima's eye.
That's a 2 plus 2.
That movie's so good.
You got an 8 total?
Yeah.
Witness me, brothers!
6.
Oh, so good, man. What a great movie.
Oh, what a lovely, lovely day.
I want to do a Mad Max one next.
Man, I want to watch that again. All of a sudden.
I think Fate could do great.
No, fucking Apocalypse World, man.
Oh, Apocalypse World.
If you're gonna do Mad Max, you gotta play Apocalypse.
You have to do Apocalypse World. It's literally Mad Max.
I'll do Majestic K-Prime Matriarch.
Okay.
To get another 2 off of that.
Yeah. So I think you're just 1 down now?
4. Right, you got an 8?
I had an 8, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm 4 down.
Okay.
To start off with 0.
Oh, you were to
Choice,
0.
So,
Missed that.
yeah. But I got the physique.
Okay, yeah, so you take the 4 stress.
Yep.
And you're okay. Alright.
My turn? Or someone else?
Yeah, that was the end of their turns.
So Dalph.
Dalph.
And then Kalima.
You're valiant. Sacrifice, Dalph.
So I will say that Dalph, if he wants to climb up, he can, and that will be like an athletics check. Or if he just basically wants to hang on, he can, and
Create
then,
an
like,
aspect
and then that
potentially to jump back.
I think
thing will
he
come
might.
up. You know, the next turn it will pull up. It's been moving at that
I was
rate.
thinking it might be easier for him to climb down. Would that be would it be the same athletics check?
I think it'd be lower.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
gonna go down.
So it was what, a 2 before? I don't remember what I said it was.
For
The athletics
The
check
athletics?
for him to like jump out.
I think maybe a 2. I don't know.
I don't remember what it was.
I got it somehow. So
Yeah. So it hadn't
He has no
been that
athletics,
high.
so-
Yeah. I think it was a 2. So we'll say it's a 1 to climb down.
all right. Yikes! It's a -1.
Dolph. You're 2 under.
Joel, death. Joel,
What does failing mean? Does it mean plummeting to death, or does it mean
I mean,
just not
he
climbing
already
down
has a
successfully?
mild consequence.
Well, I think it means fall. Yeah.
So it would be an extreme consequence, or just like
It would be
It would be an well.
It would be extremely painful.
Yeah, I don't really know. Everybody technically has an extreme consequence, like we did with Amelia. Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter.
Maybe Snowvine could catch him.
and then eat him.
Do you just
Well,
walk up to
Snowvine's
people
coming
and
around.
you feel in charge?
Snowvine's
Yes.
figured out how these humans work.
I haven't seen that happen.
Of course.
Use it. It's the end of the session.
I'm gonna
Although
spend
Josh
it.
might not
Or-
give it to
You
us.
can do that,
Or
right?
Dolph could
Can I
plummet to
spend it
his
for
death.
Dolph?
I think you can, yeah, because that was like anybody that's like a NPC that's not somebody else's, right? You can't, or you rolled. So I don't know if you can for somebody else if they've rolled. Have we done that? Can you guys help? I mean,
I think we ended up looking it up, and you can't. And there
yeah,
was
you
nothing about
can't
it.
typically do that for someone else, but if you're rolling for like the NPC, then you
I think it
can.
may be time.
No.
See Dolph said.
Or
A valiant.
or like a
Take a consequence.
or the dog.
It also could be passed to anyone else, right?
Well, it can only be
He's already
passed
run its
down,
course. He's
right?
the repair.
Or passed
This would be a
across,
great
passed down.
place
Like
to
I can't
compare.
pass it up to like a.
Would you rather him
Yeah.
die
Main
to
player,
something
right? That doesn't make a lot of
unrelated to
sense.
His valor?
Such as
I mean, I could
Yeah, I don't think you can pass it up.
Or would
I think
rather
you could
him,
only
like,
pass it
die doing
like
what he
across
does-
or
he does
Cross or
best,
down?
repairing shit.
I mean, I could pass it to Babs Califrey.
Yeah.
in dive,
Or the
in
dog.
dive, in dive,
Yes,
in dive medial.
Babs Califrey on the ground.
Pierced by a frozen endive.
Well,
It's
he
an-
would just
it's
take
an
it.
in-dive medial.
Oh, he would
Does
just.
that mean endive?
Would he
Wait,
take it
does that
at
mean Babs would
a?
die?
Because wait.
You were
I'm
4
a
off.
-1. I'm 2 off. I'm
You're-
only 2 off.
Okay, you're 2 off.
So Babs Califrey, since he's the same, supporting the same level of NPC, would take a mild consequence.
No, because you would be shrugging off a greater consequence. Like whatever the consequence is for
When passing
for
down,
Dalph,
it's
it would be
greater.
passed that same thing to someone else. Yeah.
Do you want to get killed by a meteor today? The Endive meteor?
Babs Calfrey, he's our only like handle animal.
Well, it would have to be a moderate
Dolph was
consequence, right?
our repair
Well,
guy.
no, these guys only have a mild and an extreme.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You go, Eric. Go with
Supporting.
your gut. Go with your
Do
heart.
it. It's gonna be
Who
great.
do you want to kill?
I'm gonna enjoy it. It's gonna be great.
It doesn't have to be Dalph.
Just kill the dog.
Listen, the dog is next session.
Endive death.
I want deaths to be like meaningful. I feel like Dalph's death is meaningful.
That is also true.
You know what?
And it wouldn't be his death; it would be an extreme consequence.
I'm gonna give Dalph an extreme consequence.
Yeah.
And that is, he makes it down. He makes it down on the rope, and somehow, sort of like hobbles on thanks to Yurik's help. I think Yurik sort of like catches him in a little bit, but all the skin on his singed hands.
Yeah, his hands are
entirely ripped off.
totally worthless.
Mangled hands.
He has been completely
like down to the bone.
Down to the bone.
down to the bone, as in he will have wrapped up claws for the rest of his life.
Our mechanic.
He'll never be able to repair.
Why didn't you just kill him?
This is more fun. This is the beginning of the end.
If we go through the if we go through
Our
like the
cartographer
Amelia
was
route,
blind.
he'd just die by his brain exploding,
Yeah.
Down
Jimothy will ensure it.
Yeah.
to the bone.
It's just more
This
fun.
is
Yes,
more
that's
fun.
what.
Any man with no hands.
So he makes it down just barely, but his hands are literally smoking
Oh god.
still.
Oh, that's
And burned
helps
away
you
all the
out.
way to the bone.
sight.
He's lying down, just screaming from the pain on the.
The harpies get motivated.
Oh, shut up, you blubbering idiot! Hang on. I'll make you some new hands. I'm sure they've got some sort of ointment for this. Oh, I don't think I have anything for that.
Just chapstick.
Everything that Jimothy pours out just
Where are
makes
we at
Dalph
on the
scream
initiative?
louder.
Kalima, and then it's going to switch perspectives, so it might be good.
I'm just
Yeah, I think it's your time to
headbutting one
stop.
of these people in front of me. I don't know if I'm headbutting the whole group, as you called it, or if just one individual.
I think just one. Well, it's a group, so yeah, if you deal enough damage to like hit multiple, then yes.
This is a 5.
Nice. This is their fight. I had a 4.
So one of them.
Do you also roll boosted to defend when it's a group, or only on attacking? You get a +1 for each
not
person in
sure.
the group. I'll just go with this. I'm at a 4.
Well, I'm gonna make it a 7 with
Yes.
seen by
Yes.
Kalima under the goat's eye.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna succeed with style.
that is enough to take out one of those guys.
Hell yeah.
She headbutts him off the
Yeah.
Right off
Yep.
the cliff.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Can it be the guy with the fancy jacket? He's gone.
Sure.
And the crew on the lift sees the
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you guys all hear this. Yeah. You hear the sound of somebody falling. You
mixes in
hope
with
it's
this-
not one of your friends.
The screams of Dalph.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Snowvine reaches out to try and catch. But fails.
But fails. I mean, you can make a roll for that. Snowvine eats.
That could have been you, Dolph.
Catches
You're
it.
very lucky indeed.
Okay, where are we at?
To the lift.
Okay, yeah. So
To the wall.
the lift gets up to the top. I think here.
Yes.
Yay!
The harpies are still harassing you guys, although maybe they're not up to their bullshit of attacking the ropes anymore, since that's not really a thing. And we don't really need to do all of this, because ultimately we are just going to break for next week, I think. I don't have any sort of a big cliffhanger here for you guys, other
we're hanging on a
than again, once again, we
taken
have
these index cards.
We have a
real
literal
quick.
cliff. Yeah.
look at this situation of
Totally.
of boosts.
It's insane.
Aspects on
Fate.
aspects.
Aspects.
Fate.
Specs on specs.
Aspects.
Specs on specs.
Yeah, so we'll pick up next week in the middle. Well, really, I feel like we're getting toward the end of this fight. Although well, I don't know. We're in the middle of
I don't
it.
know.
Yeah.
We got lots of rivals and stuff going on.
Yeah, and we're still like keeping our stress and everything where it's at. Of course, you guys will get your fate points back.
We
at
get
the
them all
beginning
back?
at the beginning of the next session. Yeah. So.
Real
Yeah.
quick, Ash's physical stress that he received on the hunt, I still have that marked down. Does that
You
make
should have taken that away
Okay.
because I think you went on the hunt and then you slept, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Make sure to tune in on Wednesday
Yes.
for Machine God, Numenera campaign arc published by Monty Cook Games that we've been doing. That's been going great. And
Yep. We had Bruce Cordell, the creator of one of the creators of Numenera, and who wrote the module, come pop in the other day, which was rad. And then they've been like retweeting us and hosting us and put us in their newsletter. Is super rad.
Shout out in the newsletter.
That's also all cool stuff. So
Awesome.
come join the hype, see what it's about.
Be there or be quadrilateral.
Okay, and we are on still for next week, right?
Yes.
And it's the time after that
Yep.
that we're gonna have a break for a bit.
Yep.
So we'll definitely get this wrapped up next week. You guys will get to Torben's Cavern, and you'll be setting foot in the last civilization that your characters will see for perhaps the rest of the campaign.
Unless we all die in this fight.
Well, that's true.
True.
Yeah, that could all go badly first.
It could very well happen.
Nice.
All right.
Good game, y'all. Hang in there as we host some. As we're gonna
Great
raid some awesome
Gobstoppers,
people.
guys.
But until
Great
next
rules.
week,
See you then.
Pose.
prayers and warmth.